And welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. All right. Whoop. All right. More time. Okay. How's it going? All right. Welcome in, everybody. This is the I Bring It Every Day. We're going to be doing some crafting. So hopefully some knitting and crochet and some other stuff like that. So welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let's see who is here. I got to move this out the way here. All right, now. Let's do this. All right, there we go. Hey, much better. All right. So let's see what we got going here. We got 7 people. Welcome in. So, like I said, I just like to appreciate everybody who comes in, checks out the I Bring It Every Day channel, and we got Scott. Hello. Hey, Scott, are you going on later? I think you are. But anyway, let me know if you want to come up just for a moment. All right. That sounds good. Do you know what's funny? As soon as I said hello, Scott, I got a political call. I don't know who that was from. So anyway, welcome. What's up? There's Miss Renee. Hello. Hello. All right now. Nightbot saying hello. And Miss Becky's here. Hello. Welcome from Maryland. Uh-oh. Look who's here. Uno's here. Hey. Hi, adorable Kels. Just passing through the thumbs up. The live. Thank you so much. Say hello. I'm headed driving home. All right. Be safe. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Yeah. Okay. This is great. So, what did I do today that is craft related? Not a doggone thing. But we're still doing yard work, so this is very tragic. But I did pick up one little piece of craft item, so I'll show you this real quick. So this is a peaches and cream. And I don't know what year this is from, but it's an oldie. This is a vintage one. And we've been doing a lot of cotton. So every time I see these cotton cones, which I enjoy, I love them. So there we go. Peaches and cream, and you get a bunch. You get a lot. Lots and lots and lots. So this is like a brown, a pink, like a magenta, a light pink, and a magenta. Yeah. And this is made in the USA, so it's old. It's pretty vintage. And you get 690 yards. And Walmart has these. They're like $9 and some change. But I got this and some other yarn for like $6. So I'm like, woohoo! This is wonderful. So I'm very happy. And I don't think it's even been used. It's just kind of it's all here. But there it is. Yeah, cotton, but this is old. And I think this might be discontinued. I don't know. You got to let me know if you guys know anything. Yeah. So this is very exciting. Let's see this. So there's Miss Suzanne. Hello. Oh, controversial cruising. Oh, no, Tuesday. Okay, so let me jump back. So he's saying he's on. He's okay. Oh, you're doing your other job at home. So he's working. Crazy. But he likes his day off. Yeah, he hosts a lot of stuff. So I got you. It's your watching day. Okay. Okay. I see you. And we got Rock and Spiel. And I saw Suzanne. Thanks for coming in. Uh-oh. And I think we have a song. Uh-oh. We have a song coming. Hold on. I missed some people here. So you got Suzanne. Hello. There we go. Yeah, so you go. I missed you. But I saw you, but I didn't miss you. Okay, good. All right now. Good to see you. Okay. And then Elsa, he's watching. Elsa Rockenspiel. Here we go. So hello, my Rockenspiel gal. If it's not snow in Ottawa, Ontario, it's tornado warnings right now. Holy smokes. Rose upon Rose. It's hard up there in Canada. What's going on? Let's see. But pretty cotton, thank you. Yes. Oh, and you remember getting them. Yes. The pretty color. Yes. I love these cones. So this took me 3 years to use half of a one. So let's see how long it takes me to use this one. It's gonna be a while. I'm hoping. Yeah, but it was a good deal. It was $6, and it had some other stuff in there, and God only knows. There was some other cotton. I think there was a smaller peaches and cream, one of those, the big balls that Joanne sells sometimes. Yeah. But anyway, so he's taking a break. And I understand that, Scott. And thank you. All right, so this is for Scott. All right, let's see. Yarn fund. Well, I think I might need that actually. This is bad. All right. So say, keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for. Controversial cruising, I'll be on your side forevermore. Oh, that's what friends are for. Thanks, Scott. Okay. All right, now, yeah, the yarn fun is serious. It's kind of scary. I got to stop buying yarn. It's not good. But anyway, Sonia's here. You love that yarn? Yeah, it's nice. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm going through the cones, and I do it. Oh, here we go. Another one. Goals. Oh, dang! I didn't do it in goal. No, I think you did. No, you did. I think I said it for 2 hours, so I'm good. I think I said it for 2 hours. Did I? Yeah, I think so. We're good. But anyway, thank you so much. All right, so we got to do another one here. All right. But anyway, but yeah, goals. Here we go. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. The card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. All right, now. Thank you. Everybody's saying hello. All right, now. Oh, Texas and Missouri. Yeah, I've heard one of my friends in PA is getting it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, she said they were in the basement. Like, she's texting me on Facebook, and I'm like, what are you doing? We can talk about this later. But no, she was fine. She said, it's no big deal. And I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna hope I hook up with one of my friends from high school. But yes, and Mother Nature, yes, is not happy with our new prime minister. Oh boy, yeah, this political stuff's been very interesting, hasn't it? On both sides of the pond there, yeah, in Canada and the U.S. It's been interesting. Yes, can't type tonight. Geez, I know, I understand. That is hilarious. Let's see. Oh, you sang it with me? All right, now. Which one you like the Golden Girls? I do enjoy them very much. Oh no. And Liz is saying, "Oh, hi Kelly. You need no more." I know. That's what I'm saying. It's brutal. But look, we have a guest. Let's see who's here. It is. Uh-oh. I got to hit the right button. There we go. There's Michelle.
Hello.
Let me fix this. All right. Woo.
Hi,
Okay, make myself.
everybody.
There we go. Let's go. All right. So how are you feeling? Did you get some rest?
I'm
Did you get
exhausted.
rest? I was gonna.
Yeah.
All right. So yes. So we will talk about this. We will talk about this later. But
Okay.
yes, we will have a chat about this later. And if you
I
listen
feel
to
like
Scott,
I ran a marathon.
see, this is what's so hard. Yes. And yesterday
Oh my
we
gosh.
we were doing the same thing, and we were far. Anyway, yeah, it's bad. So yeah, anyway, we have to have the balance. This is what we're gonna teach. We've got to find some balance. This is what we're doing. So we have to
Mhm.
talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about that in the chat today.
Oh.
Because Scott he's
Hi,
very prolific.
Trish.
Yeah, yeah.
Becky.
Oh, hey,
Hi,
Becky.
Liz.
Yep, Liz. Liz.
Oh.
Liz needs more yarn.
Hey, Rose. You need more
Yes.
yarn, Liz?
She was looking at this. I'm gonna dime her out right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I fortunately didn't get one yet.
No, there's what's funny? Ironically, I thought this would be amazing. I'm good. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, and you'll be the same.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, there's other stuff. There's a lot of diamond painting in here, which I'm good. Like I don't have to look at
Mhm.
that at
Yeah,
all.
that's not my thing either.
Yeah, I'm good. But there are some cute Afghans in here.
Yeah.
But am I gonna make a cute Afghan?
I mean, if I like the shorter projects because you have time
Yes,
to get it completed,
that is
whereas
it. Right.
if my brain gets routed, I'm like looking at other stuff already.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't want the commitment. I do not.
Hi, Suzanne.
Anyway, there's Michelle.
We're talking about our lives as fiber people.
Yeah. And so let's see. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, used to be a store called AC Moore. They carried it. Michael took over some of the.
No.
That's one of those, Becky. I'm like, yeah. Two of the ladies.
No, Noni.
Oh, hey, Noni. Two of the ladies who were in my crochet group worked at AC Moore, so they told me all the.
Oh.
And they said, "Oh yeah, that store was suffering for a long time." So yeah, that's tragic. But anyway, so this is a cotton. I found a cone.
Oh, how pretty.
So this is old, and
I
this
love
is
it.
yeah, it's really old, and it's called. And it's funny. The company was called Pisca Yarn and Dyeing. Yeah, and
Oh.
made in USA. This is made in the USA. It's called Strawberry Swirl.
Mm,
And
that's
hello,
pretty.
okay. Yeah, so 14 ounces. So that's why I bought this bag of yarn. It had this in it and some other crap that nobody wants. But
Oh,
but I saw this and I was like, pink and purple. It's good.
yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're winning on that. So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. And Liz is saying
Hi,
hello.
Izzy.
Oh, Izzy's here. Oh, hey. We gotta say hi. I'm behind. Let me catch up real quick. So how was your day?
I wasted my day sleeping.
I had a feeling you were gonna pass out. Yeah, that was a lot yesterday.
I got up at 7:30 to take the trash out,
Oh,
and I'll just lay down for an hour.
that's not
Next
enough.
thing I know, it's 1:30.
Oh. So 7 to 1:30-ish, about 7.
Yeah. Wow,
Really
I
nice.
was
Yeah,
exhausted, I guess. Yeah.
that's not good. But it's interesting. That's an interesting,
Yeah.
sleep schedule. But anyway, Liz is saying hi to everybody. We're saying hi back. So, yeah, I got no crocheting done either. But, yeah,
Oh,
AC Moore
man.
was we do RIP to AC Moore. They were a great store. And
Mhm.
they used to close out stuff, and that's what I enjoyed. Like they would do some of those weird, odd Lion brand. They would, put them on sale, and it was wonderful. Yes. But anyway, so
Hey,
everyone,
Renee.
hey Trish, long time no see. I just saw her about an hour ago. But thanks for coming in. Yeah. Hi again, LOL. That's right.
Oh.
Girl. I know she's tight. She had a good live stream. I was in there most of the time. Yes.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. And Becky saying, yay. I know, right? And what's this?
Hi,
Candles?
sweetie.
Oh, RIP. The AC Moore. I know that. Yes. I was truly like upset when that closed. Like Joanne, I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah,
I'm
whatever. But
sure.
but AC Moore was bad because we had a
Mhm.
lot of locations because they were out of New Jersey. And New Jersey's just one hop over there. Yeah, so
Yeah.
how dare they? And they were suburban Philadelphia to even make it worse because we had millions of stores. We had so many. Yeah. So there's that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it was very sad because we had like 2 or 3 of them really close by. And then
Mhm.
they were just everywhere. Yeah. So anyway, there's that. Okay. Let's see.
Here's Snooky.
Oh, there's Snooki. What's up, Snooki?
She was kinda worried about me, I suppose, because I wouldn't wake up.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Um, yes. That is
Oh,
scary.
man.
Mhm. Yeah, let's see who else. Oh boy. All right. Oh, let's see. Let me keep going. Nightbot saying hi. Thank goodness Nightbot's here. And Liz said, "Oh, Kelly. Oh, you need yarn. Oh, okay. I'm not so sure.
Oh,
Oh, here we go. Oh, here's Tanya.
excuse
Look at
me.
that.
Oh.
She's super sticker. Pair character turning around, waving his hand, saying, "Hey, you," while lowering his
Hey,
glasses.
Sonia.
So thank you so much, Sonia. And also thank you for being a member. Thank you, Michelle, for being a
Yeah,
member.
she's all black except for a couple little spots on her tummy.
Oh, the cat. Yeah. Snooky.
Mhm.
Okay, so I need yarn. So we have people that may disagree with that.
Namely one.
Hopefully he's not listening.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So anyway, but let me see. I gotta come up with I need another song here. Hold on.
okay.
I'm gonna think about that. But let's keep going. I'll come back, Sonia. So yeah, so Liz said I need more yarn, and there's Liz's link there. And if you want to hook up with people, although I think most people here know each other, but if you don't, you can just type Kelly. Yes. Oh, here we go. Oh, finished your live. Okay. Yeah. So Trish, if you want to drop your link, just type Kelly, Kelli, in the chat. And Liz back away from the yarn. Yes, yes, yes. And everybody saying hi. We got
It's hard to
Noni.
do.
It is hard.
Yeah.
Let's see, Renee. Everybody's saying hi. Let's see, Renee saying, I saw a video today where someone went into Joann's to see if they restocked. They did, but it was mostly blanket yarn, and it was only no, they're not going above that. Yeah, it's only
Oh,
40% off. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
and
They
thanks
can
for
they
coming, Izzy.
can sell that anywhere. I think the blanket yarn is very
Yeah.
popular.
Okay. Oh, here we go. And then she said, Kelly, I looked, did not buy anything yet. Keyword yet. LOL. Nice. I love it. Okay. Let's see. How are we doing here? Oh, we're good. Okay. Oops. Hold on. I gotta do this better here. I don't know. Like this jumped right off. This did the live chat, top chat situation,
Hmm.
and I'm just annoyed. But anyway, there it is. So we got that, and everybody's saying hi, and going back into lurk mode. Okay. Thanks for coming, Trish. We appreciate you. Oh yeah, and then let's see. Anybody else? Flower Tammy's here. Okay. Hello, Kelly,
Hey,
Michelle, and hugs.
Tammy.
And Liz said, "No, I want more." She sounds like the girl from Willy Wonka. I want more, or something like that. Okay. All right. So here we go. So I got to give Sonia a song here. I need a song. I can't believe I did this wrong here. Did I do this wrong? I think I did. Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, cool. But anyway, all right. So anyway, let me see. I got to get a better. I need one more song. So no. So I'm assuming. So you did not crochet today, is what you're
Not a
telling me?
bit.
Not a bit.
Just a bit. Didn't even think about it.
Right. Yeah.
It
So
was
anyway,
like one track vying to the bed.
yeah. And so did you go to bed last night? This is what that was.
I went to bed about it took me about 1 till 1:30 to unwind, and
That's
then
what. Yeah.
um
That was
the
it.
rest is history.
Okay. Yeah. So Michelle had a big day yesterday. She had her monetization party. So that was great.
Yay.
That was very exciting. So I want to make that announcement. Yes.
Yes. Thank you,
Oh,
thank you, thank you, everyone.
yes. Yeah. Yeah. So that was great. Yes. That was very exciting. Oh, the Stephanie Zed market bag. That is nice. Yes. I like it. Yeah. I love all those market bags. I made one and it took me forever. So, like, I don't ever want to do that again. But it was wonderful. It was a beautiful bag. But I'm like, so I started making little kind of sacks to put on your, like you put something big enough to put your wallet and your phone in. And I was making them and giving them to people a couple of years ago. And just little tiny thing you could just put around your wrist and just carry your stuff and go in the store. And that really went over well. People enjoyed that. And I just sort of came up with that little thing on my own. It was kind of cool. Which I know I'm not a designer, but the market bag, yeah, it took me forever. And I think I made it too big. Yeah, and Becky did love the store. Yeah, AC Moore was great. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. And okay. So Rose upon Rose said, make Rosalie's bucket hat with that cotton. Yes, I can do that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
yeah,
idea.
that's a good idea. Yeah, I have enough because that
Mhm.
goes really far. Let's see,
Yeah, you
everybody.
could probably make a couple, but one is good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see. What else did I miss here? Everybody's saying hello. Everyone say hey to Miss Liz. Oh, yeah, Michael's. So yeah, she said Michael's took over some of the AC Moores by her. They only built one here, and it was the worst.
Tina?
It's the worst Michael's ever. Like it's so small. There's nothing, but it's pretty. It's a brand new building, gorgeous, but nothing in there. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. It's Snooky Black. Yeah, we got that. Whoops. Hang on. Yep, we got that. Yeah, we answered that question. And let's see, going into lurk mode. Anything else? Okay, yeah, we got Flower Tammy to make sure I got you on the screen. Good. And I'm still working on the song. Let's see. Oh, there's Tina Bailey. Hey, good to see you. And Renee finished her leg. Here it goes. Llama leg. This is what I want to do. How many legs? Third leg. Here we go. So Renee's been cranking out the amigurumi. Good for you, girl.
Very
Yes,
cool.
yes. Yeah, and yeah. Liz is saying Renee, you go, girl. All right now.
Thanks, Tammy.
Yes. Okay, let's see. Tina's saying, "Oh, hi, how are you? I'm all right. Okay, good. I hope you're doing okay. I'm chilling. Although I feel like when I host these live streams, I get a little nervous, a little nervous. So I gotta get ready. It's hard. But yeah, and look at that. Oh, the Barney song. Oh man. Does she like Barney? She probably does not. Let's see. I love you. You love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? All right.
Very good.
We have kids, it's like, yeah, they drive you crazy with that. Yes. Oh, you know how to sure know how to throw a party. Yes. Yeah, that was a good party. That was really
Yeah, it
nice.
was fun. I had a good time. I hope
Yes. Oh,
everyone
here we
did.
go. Yeah, that was great. And yeah, and Tammy saying, "Congratulations, sorry, I missed your party, Michelle." Yeah. So, how long did it take you, just for the people who are new, to get through your? Tell us your YouTube story. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, do that
Um,
if
well,
you don't
I started over 5 years ago, and
mind.
my intent was to get monetized. But then they got funny. So I was making videos, going to as many
Yep.
lives as I could, watching as many videos as I could, because I worked full time. And they got weird at work, and they said you had to be very careful not
Uh,
to mention your job or your employee or any of that, or you could potentially be fired.
yep.
So then I
Oh,
kind of like pulled back a little bit.
oh goodness.
And but then when I retired, still took me a while to get ramped up. And
Yep.
Noni and Rosalie kind of offered me the opportunity to get with them as a group and get started, and here we are.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting. See, the social media and work is very interesting because I had a few
Mhm.
interviews where they were asking me. They asked you for your passwords to your social media accounts.
Oh gosh, that they didn't go that far, but
And I said, first of all, I don't have any social media accounts. So for me, I wasn't lying at the time. I was good. But I
hmm
think if I had to go through that now, I would totally, I would say no, and then I'd probably not get the job.
yeah,
Because I think
that's
that's
too
a little
intrusive.
invasive. Very, and about 2 or 3 companies did that when I had interviews. And I just remember saying, "These people are really," but I understand why they do it. I get it, but
Yeah.
there's gotta be a balance, and, that's the whole thing. Oh, you love it too. Oh, Barney. Yes. Oh, thank you, Scott. Yes. You know, I was yeah, it's really weird. The other day, I was listening to some really good stuff. So I don't know if you guys like live music, but, National Public Radio, NPR, has a YouTube channel that has really good live music. And I was listening to some yesterday, a couple days ago, not today, but yesterday. Yeah, was it Monday? Yeah, Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. And anyway, if you like good live music, most of the popular people and not so popular people are on there. And there's some really good live streaming that's done on there. But anyway, there's a guy on there. Oh God, what is his last name? Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy now. Uh oh geez. I'm gonna get it. Hang on just a second, I'll tell you his name. So anyway, when my kids were little, we went to see Lion King on Broadway, and there was a little kid who played Simba.
Mm.
He's now like a grown man. He's like a grown man. I forget how old he was, but anyway, he played. Now he has new music out. So it's kind of
Mhm.
funny that this guy now has new music, and so it's kind of interesting. And Cicely, I forgot to say hey to Cicely because I did see you earlier. Yep, thanks for coming in. Yes, yes, and thanks for asking. Yeah, it's doing well, doing well. Yes, and don't forget to hit the thumb. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I'm sorry I missed you at the very beginning. Yeah, I forgot to get that. Forgot to get you at the very beginning because you guys were
Hey,
early.
Cicely.
Yeah, good to see you. So, um, but anyway, so he had a live concert on NPR, and it's on YouTube, and it was pretty good. So Now let me get his name. My gosh, it's oh boy, this is really bad. I hate when I can't remember. Anyway, and I'm sure as soon as I say it, you're gonna know who I'm talking about. Let's see, hold on. What is his name? This is bad. Okay, I had it backwards. It's Leon Thomas. Leon Thomas.
Oh.
Yeah, and he has a new album, and and he was on Broadway, and then he was on Disney Channel or Nickelodeon, one of them, Nickelodeon, and then now he's doing music, and he's a really so anybody who's on Broadway is like amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're on Broadway,
Mhm.
they're good when they're kids, and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see him now. I went, oh my gosh, that's that little kid we saw on Broadway.
Yeah.
It's not so much a little kid anymore. Oh, well, NPR does everything. So before, and somebody was talking about Tony Bennett, but Tony Bennett, before he passed away, he got Alzheimer's, and he was on there with Lady Gaga. And this was maybe 2 years ago. So it goes from Lady Gaga to hip hop to country to international to everything. And I don't know how many concerts they have, but they literally do the concert in their office. So you see all these bookshelves and desks and stuff like that. And Adele was there. I mean, you name like anybody you can think of that's popular, or more than, and not, and some of them are actually very not popular. Like they're kind of new people and things like that. So anyway, but if you check it out, it's on they have a YouTube channel, and it's called NPR Tiny Desk, and
Mm.
they're literally around the tiny desk, and they do everything. So it's kind of
Mm.
cool. But I was just listening to that the other day, and then I saw this guy, and I went, "Oh, that's that little kid that was on Broadway." So anyway, that's the long story around there. But but I do like people who are artistic and stuff like that. So that always
Mhm.
gets me excited. But they do everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So but let's see. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, they do everything, and I'll take a look at their page and like while we're talking, we'll keep going. But anyway, there's Cicely's link here. Go back a little bit. Oh yeah. So the last thing that I figured I was going to do while we were going is to keep the cone, keep the dishcloths going, right?
Mhm.
Here's my other cone. Now this one, you can see I really killed this one. This one's
Yeah.
doing well, but see, this is the way they start.
Yeah.
You you go from that to that. So I do enjoy these, and these bring me a lot of joy. Oh, okay. The big brother from Smart Guy. No, he is from. Oh boy. Ah, what's the name of that show now? Yeah, yeah. Now I can't remember. My kids watch this show too. Hold on, I'll get it. But anyway, Ariana Grande was on this show. This guy, Leon Coleman, Leon Thomas was on the show. And there are other like I call them Broadway people. And they were all really good. They were good, and they were teenagers at the time. So that's been a while. Yeah. But anyway, it's really interesting. Yeah. Yeah, make washcloths. I will be doing that for sure. But the guy from Smart Guy, I was he on Smart Guy? No, 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 that's not the guy. I know who you mean that. No, that's Cuba Gooding's brother. I just can't think of his name. Was the big brother on that show. Yeah. But anyway, hold on. Victoria Justice. What was that called? Oh my gosh. Hold on. This is bad when I can't remember. See, I'm not a big TV person. Victoria Justice. And this girl, it's funny, she disappeared. She's one of those people. I thought she'd be like a huge star, but she disappeared. And I never knew what happened to her.
Mm.
Yeah, she was cute. She kind of reminded me of like she and Selena Gomez are kind of similar ish. But what was that show? It was called the heck was that called? And of course now it's such an old show now. They're not even talking about what was that show? But anyway, all the kids on there were nerds and they sang and they were like band nerd, like choir nerds or whatever, kind of like
Mm.
that. Yeah. But anyway, it was cute. It was a cute little let me see if I can find this show. What is that show called? Nickelodeon. But she was on Zoe 101, but that wasn't the show. She had her own show. Now, what was it? This is gonna drive me crazy. Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, it'll come to me. I'll see if I can find it. But it's been that long. But anyway, but all these kids sing, so I like people like when I hear good music. I'm always excited. Yeah. No, not Glee. I'm gonna have to like text my daughter. Like, what is that show? Victorious. It was a play on her name. It's called Victorious, and it was
Oh,
about kids who were because her name was Victoria, and the show was called Victorious, and they all sang, on this show, just about all of them. But it was it slightly before Glee, and it was a cleaned up like Glee. I thought was kind of dirty, but this one was pretty clean. They were like in high school, like young high school, or maybe middle school. They were tweens or whatever, so that was cute. Yeah. So let's see. All right. Yeah. Victorious. So yeah, check it out. It's not bad, but it didn't last long. I don't think it was on maybe a couple of years. Yep. And there's Miss Ariel. Welcome in.
hi, Ariel.
And Nightbot saying, hey, okay. So let's see. So I did, and the other thing that I did find, just a little side note, is I found this book, and I have to go through this yet, but I found this. Let me see if I can make myself big. This is called Fashionable Projects for the New Knitter by Allison Barlow of the Wood Cabin. And
Oh, wow.
this was $1 today. So I saw this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I said, I'm going to go through this, but I'll show you a little bit. So it's got the tools, what kind of tools you need. Those are stitch markers and cable hooks there. And then they had some pretty good projects. So there's about 3 shawls in
Hi,
here.
Zach.
Here's a seed stitch hat, which is very nice.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a dishcloth. So I said, I'm going to try this one here. Here you go. There's a dishcloth there. And
Oh, that's pretty too.
yeah, so there's some cool stuff in here. Here's a baby plush blanket. I don't know if that's blanket yarn or a chenille. I gotta go look and see. But I saw a few of these projects and I went, I like all of them. And I said, like, I need another book. Let's see. Here's a pillow, wool cabin pillow. Yep,
That's
very
cute.
cute. Very cute. So I'm gonna try, and then here's some baby stuff there. Look at that. This was $1.99, but it was half off. So it was $1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is really nice. And then here's some scarves. Now that's with that fuzzy yarn. I don't know if I'm a fan of that, but this is a nice scarf here.
Mm.
Yeah. So anyway, there's some cute little projects. So maybe Liz, if you want to try some of these. Oh, here's a poncho. I was thinking about Noni. Yeah, here's this poncho. Let me see. I'll show you this one. No, this is black. Hopefully you can see it. But
Oh, yeah.
little knitted poncho there.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it got me thinking about Noni in the poncho. But anyway, some cool things to look at. So if you see this on, in the clearance in your thrift store, check it out. But if you're, like a new knitter, and all this stuff is really simple. They look pretty simple, and I don't think they used anything fancy, any fancy yarn, which is nice. It's all really basic yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So, cool, which I enjoy. Oh, here, I'll show you this one too. Here's a seed stitch scarf. This is the last one. I'll show you this one. But the hat was pretty. And then look at the scarf.
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So I think that's calling me right there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, that's that. Yes. All right. So let's see. Beautiful hat. Yeah, I love that. Yep. And hey, Zach. Good to see you. Yeah, great price. $1.99. We love it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Everyone's saying hi. There's the Zach. The Zach is here. He's saying hello. Yes. Not $1. Yeah. Yep. And it's Noonie. That's right. Noonie. He always calls Noni Noonie.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, these are all pretty. I love it. Yeah.
Mm.
Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. I hope I did not. I hope Liz is still here. I almost hit the block. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, she's here. So I hope I didn't block Liz. Oh my gosh. Those 3 dots are scary. You got to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tina. Okay. You have a new single out now, new music. It's really lovable. Really? See, Tina's always dabbling. What else are you working on here? Hang on, Miss Noni. All right. We got Miss Noni. Hello.
Oh my goodness. This was so crazy.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
I had the hardest time.
Oh, getting in.
What happened was,
What had happened?
okay, I have to blow my screen up because you can't see very good.
Yes.
It's really big. So when I go over to scroll down,
Mm-hmm.
like your name is real far down there, and I couldn't get there. So Colin had to come in here, minimize my screen, make it really small.
Oh, so you can get in there.
And
Yeah,
slow
yeah.
down. And I was like, golly, I'm gonna miss something exciting. I can't.
I wish it was more exciting. It is not.
Oh, you know what? Those crochet hooks,
Yes.
they are going up. They're up
Oh.
to $75 now. They were $60 this morning
60.
on Temu, and they're up to $75 now.
Oh my gosh.
I got them with, of course, I had to pay the tax because now
Yes.
that's a thing. They're making you pay the tax. And I got mine for $47. So I'm glad I got them.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Ooh,
All these people are.
this is
I am.
tragic. Yeah, I am very sad about that because those are really nice. Although I don't need them, but
I
they're
don't- But yeah, I don't need them either. But
they're beautiful. Yeah, they're nice.
they're really good. But
Yeah.
Oh.
I did notice there's a little bit of a thing on the case. Nobody else would notice but me. Oh,
Right.
I could put my screen down a little bit.
That's nice. Oh, hey, we have hats on a mission. Hello. Good to see you.
Oh gosh.
Oh, what did you miss? Oh no. I just said I almost, when you're highlighting, this is why I hate touching the screen.
I'm gonna feed my birds. I'll be right back.
Oh no, you're fine. You know what? When you highlight the person's comment, I almost click on the 3 dots.
Oh no.
Which yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, Liz, oh my gosh, I thought I almost blocked you, but I didn't. Okay. So that's it.
Look, Kiki. Look, Kiki.
Oh, we need them. I know the hooks. Yeah, she said that they went up to, was that 72?
Wow.
60. First she said they were 47, then they were 60, then there's 72 now. So that's kind of tragic.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, I guess
very
I should have bought him when I saw him for 44.
I mean, yeah.
I didn't need them either, though. I don't need them.
No, Tina. These are the tariffs. So now everything's like going up in price. That's not good. Yeah. So that's not good. Well, so how are you doing, Hats on the Mission?
Hey, birdies.
Yes. Good to see you. Thanks for coming
Hey,
in.
Jackie.
Yeah, those is Jackie. Hey, good to see you. All right.
Hopefully my birds will.
Not saying hi.
I'm a nervous wreck today.
Yeah.
Anxiety is through the roof.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you guys are good. Okay, Liz said she's gonna stay with her Susan Bates. I understand that. Because that is tragic. Yeah, I don't know.
See what you're used to.
Yeah.
Now, birdies,
How are they doing?
they won't shut up. And I just
Okay.
fed them and watered them.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I got you. That's what I was thinking. Oh man. Yeah.
Well,
So-
I just wanted to try them.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay.
Colin, you got to stop that. Hang on, let me.
Mm-hmm.
He's working and I just was over there at the bird kitchen. I'm sorry if my birds are annoying you guys. I can't get them to stop yapping. Oh,
I don't mind.
there.
I think we're used to them.
Yeah, I am pretty much. Yeah. Liz said she loves the birds.
I'm a nervous wreck because I got to
Mhm.
go to the doctor tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's your
I'm
favorite.
not nervous
Yeah.
about the doctor. I'm just nervous because I have to leave the house.
Okay.
I've become agoraphobic.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Everybody's saying hi.
Oh, 37. That's
That
a good
is
deal,
a good
Tammy.
deal. Yes. 37. Yeah, those are nice. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
like I
they
said,
do have them on Amazon. They do have the
mhm,
non-furls.
the non-furls.
Okay, Liz, I will, honey, if I decide not, I don't want them. I'll leave them to you in my will. I won't talk about that.
Hello, Sylvia. How are you doing? All right.
Goodness
Hey,
gracious. I
sweetie.
dropped
Good
my
to see ya.
ketchup. Let me get it.
Good to see you. Well,
Hi, Sylvia.
good to see you,
Did I
everybody. Yeah.
surprise my Easter present? One of my Easter presents I forgot to show you. You're gonna love it.
Uh-oh. Let me see.
My very own bottle of ketchup.
Oh, is
Oh,
that
the good
Okay.
I don't
stuff.
refrigerate
fine?
it. I don't refrigerate because ketchup don't have to be refrigerated.
It does not.
Just like eggs really don't.
Yeah, well, as long as
They do,
they
but
don't
don't.
wash them. Yeah, as
Yeah.
long as they don't
They're
wash
not-
them.
yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta and you
Yep.
gotta know what a bad egg is when you drop it in the skillet.
That's correct. Yeah,
But
but that's nice.
Hey, Shug.
Let's see. Oh, she's asking. Tina's asking. You tried Brian Tyler Nelson's handcrafted hooks? I have not.
those are pretty. Those wooden ones.
You have to check it out. Oh, okay. Oh, look, Scott saying hi to Jeremy. Hats on a mission. Good to see you.
You know, when you were asking about our YouTube, how we got a
Yes.
YouTube channel. Did I tell you my story?
Actually, I know part of it. But anyway, go ahead. LOL, not to catch up. Yeah, that's
Well,
what.
you know, I never saw a I never saw a small YouTuber,
Yeah.
and but I saw Seta. I remembered.
Mm-hmm.
I had to think back. Seta, Seta's place.
Yep.
I saw her, but she wasn't really small. And back then, I didn't pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about subscribers. I didn't know any of that.
Yep.
Kids were always watching YouTube. But I remember I had seen Seta, and that's the only smaller YouTuber I had seen.
Oh, okay.
And then, but I didn't know she's not small, but I mean, I didn't know birds, come on. Kiwi. Kiwi. He is showing out. But anyway, asked my kids, what is YouTube anyway? And they go, Mom, think about it. Because I've got smart aleck children.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mom? It's YouTube. It's you. It's for people. It's for regular people to make a channel. Oh gosh, I'm sorry about that bird. He's making me crazy today. But anyway, but I was watching Crystal, of course, and she told her story about how she was crocheting, and her husband said, "Why don't you make a YouTube channel?"
Yep.
And she did. And I thought, wow. And then Colin said, Mom, how many subscribers does this person have? Well, he'd heard me listening to Yolanda Solo Lopez and Colin, there's something crawling across the floor and Sassy's got her eye on it. Lord have mercy, what is it? But I'd seen them and Crystal, Fiber Spider, Claire, Gia Stitches, and Claire 123, Bob Wilson 123. Yep. So anyway, I said I'm gonna make a YouTube channel, and he's laughing. You ain't gonna never do that. There's no people that are that small. You'll never get no people to see. I'm like, whatever. So, Colin, I see it's a bug. I seen it. I think it's a wasp. But anyway, that's what And then, but I'd never seen anybody little because I didn't really even know what I was watching.
Yeah. Yes, I did kind of when I started, I was watching YouTube. Like my husband was doing obviously how-to videos. Fix this, how do you do that? Blah blah blah. And then I started crocheting more than I was doing before. And then he said, "Oh, you should watch some YouTube videos." And I said, "Oh yeah, I forgot you can do that." I don't know, what I mean? It's just one of those. I'm like, duh. And then I started watching people. But not a lot. I was just kind of here and there just watching people. And then I went from watching big channels to really small channels. And that's kind of where I've been probably since the whole for the most part. I mean, but yeah, it's interesting. Like I said, I went big and then I went small. And then kind of now I'm probably watching people in the middle. But I think I'm watching a lot of the people who are sort of growing their channels, and that's what I was kind of into when I first started. But I really haven't been helping. I help people sort of I like running people's channels and checking out their videos and stuff like that. just interesting to see what people do, and especially people like when they're starting out. I like kind of watching them grow and then go from there. Yeah, that's pretty
Mhm.
cool. Okay.
Hey,
Oh, there's
Lydia.
Lou. Hey, good to see you. Yeah. So, but but like I said, I was a supporter for a long time, and just kind of running YouTube and meeting people and things like that. And then I just did content. So I've been right now. I had my 3-year anniversary, starting my 3rd year back in February. So that's where I am right now. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Well, I'm
But
glad
yeah,
I'm
I
glad we
used to,
did it.
I
I'm
used
glad
to
we did it.
enjoy like all the shopping and stuff. Like I like some of those haul videos, but then I think I got bored of those. Like I'm not really digging those as much. Um, but every now and again, if I see something weird, I'll haul it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You like your hauls.
yeah. I mean, it's
Hey,
interesting.
Nina.
I used to love like those ones from Hobby Lobby, but ugh, no more. Like I can't do those anymore. Like
Hobby
it got,
Lobby is
it got crazy like that. Not last year, but the year before. Yeah, it was like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm just gonna say
yeah.
Yeah.
it was a lot. And like, hey, how's it going, Lena?
You know, Hobby Lobby to me is the
Oh,
fancy
thank
store,
you.
the fancy yarn store.
Yes.
Hey,
And
B.
Oh, Granny D's here.
honey, honey, all those years that
Yeah.
we didn't have a Hobby Lobby, and I always thought if we ever,
Yep.
it would be such a dream to get a Hobby Lobby, and
Yeah.
and I would go there and try to get a job in the summertime.
Oh,
Then all of a sudden we had a Hobby Lobby, but I guess we've had it. I don't know how many years you say we have had our Hobby Lobby, Colin. Eight, I guess. 10 almost. I don't know.
oh wow.
But by then I didn't want a job. in the
Right.
summertime.
Yeah, it's like, maybe I don't.
Yeah.
See what Granny D said. Welcome in, Granny D.
We have some kind of weird bug on the floor, and Sassy was just watching it instead of trying to attack it. Now it's
Yeah.
Gone, and we can't get it. She won't even hurt a bug.
Oh,
Sassy.
no bug.
If anybody ever tries to break in my home, she's gonna bark. That's all she's gonna do. Then she's gonna jump on them and say, "Oh,
She's gonna lick you. Yeah, they're just gonna lick him in the face.
I'm your best friend. Pick me. I'm your best friend."
Let me show you the china.
Yeah. Let me tell you the China
It's over
thing.
here.
I don't know what to do because if she ever breaks the glass in this, it's going to break my heart because it's so old that the glass is so wavy, like the
Oh yeah,
wavy
yeah,
glass.
yeah.
And she's just looking at the bug like, why won't you play with me? Sassy, it is a bug. It's a little bug.
Yeah, take care of it. Come on now.
I hope it ain't a cockroach.
Oh boy.
Looks too small to be that.
We don't want to sit down.
They are babies, but
Yeah.
oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know.
So I'm just trying to think. What else did we see today? But that was it. Yeah, just I saw a little bit of little tiny thing of yarn. Like I said, if I see the cones, I'm all over. I get the cones.
Yeah, the cone's beautiful.
Gotta do the cones. It's like, but Michelle, are you enjoying your cones?
Yes.
Since someone ran off to Walmart the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. I thought
That's the
I'll be
funniest
getting
thing I ever
those
saw.
green ones pretty soon.
Okay. Oh, yeah, what color did you get? I forgot to ask you. Like I didn't even get a chance to ask you. Let me see which one you got there.
Happy Go Lucky.
Oh, wait, slow down.
Dreamsicle. Oh, sorry.
Yep. Okay.
Happy
There you
Go
go.
Lucky.
Very nice.
And the Dreamsicle. But I don't know what I did with that now.
Oh, that's okay.
you better find it, girlfriend.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. The Dreamsicle.
Oh, that one's interesting.
And the green is coming. I think it's called
is coming.
Aspen. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Jumping to its death over here.
Nice.
My yarn.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mine was $9.32 each, Liz, at Walmart.
Liz, I thought you was coming up, honey.
Let's see.
Oh.
Okay. Now, what did Granny D say? Let's see. Was well stocked. Joanne's today. Oh, okay. Dawn Aaron. Oh, what did Joanne? Oh, okay. They had so much yarn. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. See, that's the thing. They, one of the lady, I asked one of the ladies a couple weeks ago. She said they're emptying the warehouses. They're just going to throw yarn in the stores. You just have to keep checking back, and that's what she said. Yeah. And then, okay, Lena said it's hard to stay out of Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, I think, but like I said, when those clearance sales were really big, people went buck wild in there. That's the way I can put it. They really did it. And this one, I'll never forget. Like somebody had 2 carts, 3 carts, and I was like, "Oh, that's a lot. Like I don't want to. That's too much for me to deal." Okay, and Granny D said the dreamsicle is purdy.
Yeah, I think it's. I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's creamsicle.
Creamsicle. Okay,
Creamsicle. Yeah,
it does look good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yummy, yummy. I could go for that. Yeah. So, well, we like it. Yeah, I love all this stuff. So we'll see. Well, like I said, we'll continue. This is the only thing that I can do when I go to my yarn groups is make dish towels because I can't usually think much more than that. My brain's no good. Oh, Liz said, "Oh, the family's here." Let's see, the husband and the father-in-law. Okay. Well, thanks for popping in. If you have to dip out, we understand. Have a good one, Miss Liz. Always a pleasure to see you. Have to check you out. She'll probably be on tomorrow, maybe. Yep. Yeah, let us know. That's really nice. Yes. I'm trying to think. Let me see what else. So yeah, so that's it today. I mean, it's sad that I haven't done a whole lot. Yeah, not a whole lot of creating. But I was doing some reading, just trying to just rest my brain. So let's talk about the balance. This is what I wanted to get to, Michelle. So Michelle just recently got monetized. And so yeah, so there's always that thing like how much work do you do to keep your monetization going? Or like when you have to rest, should you rest? Let's discuss this. And there's Cynthia. Good to see you. Yes. Oh, lovely. Yeah, she enjoyed okay. Oh, you'll be in chat. Oh, they don't know. Okay, cool. Nice. Nice. Okay. All right. So here's what I've been thinking. So over the last let's see, 6 months. No, maybe the last year. I'll say from the year 2024, I decided to slow down my output a little bit because when I was getting monetized, I had way too many hours. Like I had like almost 8,000 hours, which was way too much, And part of it was because I was doing all these collabs, which were fun. But I decided to kind of slow down the collabs and then try to do really short live streams, kind of like an hour and get off, like an hour and get off, an hour and get off. And for me, that was a good, I felt like I got good output, but I wasn't just sitting on YouTube, just kind of killing time. And I think my husband like appreciated that. He was like, "Oh, you're really getting off." I'm like, "Yeah, we're done." You know what I mean? Like he thought that was so funny because he didn't really believe that I was, going to do that, but I did. Now my hours were drastically, smaller than they were the previous year. And Susan, what is Susan making? Spaghetti. Ah,
Hi, Susan.
good to see you.
Oh,
But anyway,
yum.
yes, yum. So, but for me, that was good. But I had just enough to keep my monetization going by doing that. And I was doing it 3 times a week, and I was doing an hour and 15 maybe. And that was good. And I was able to maintain, my monetization. Now, did I make a ton of money last year? No, I made less. But usually the first year, you usually do really well. At least for me, that's the way it went. I did well the first year. And then it was kind of like, it was less last year. But I've been, and then more this year because I've been doing more hours. So I don't know. It's like weird. Yeah. You know how that is. You never know how it's going to go. But I think you just have to have some balance because you could get really burned out. And I know the first year, because I did so many hours, I was not burned out. Like I was lucky I wasn't burned out. And because I wasn't streaming, like they weren't my streams, so I didn't feel the pressure. But because I was sitting on other people's live streams. So when I started doing my own, I did feel a little more pressure, but at least I felt like I had more control where I could just say, okay, I'm going to do like when I'm ready to get off, I just get off. Yeah. Or when I'm ready to get on, I would just get on. So it was nice. Yeah. So I don't know. See, like, so I just think in terms of everything in life, you have to have balance because, you can go crazy and you really need your rest. And that's the thing. And then, but I always feel like if you want to go on, you go on. If you want to do something, you do it. You do it when you can, and then
Mm-hmm.
I
that's the
say,
best way to do it.
I asked the question, rest. What is that?
Well, see, that's the thing. You got to rest because, see, I just know like when my daughter was little, if she didn't sleep, she went mad. I'm just gonna say,
Well, it
like,
can cause
like her mood was bad. Like she would go from
Mm.
really sweet to like rah, and I said, you know
right,
what?
it can cause all
It's
kinds
time
of
for you to go to bed. So I don't know. You have to sort of, find out what that is. But let's see.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here we go. What did
Oh
Scott
my
say
God.
here? Yep, never rest when I should. Set to have 3 Fridays off from YouTube, but here I am with another fill-in game this Friday. Oh no. Addicted to YouTube. Yeah, and so he's new also. You're new-ish, Scott, right? I forget how many years you've been doing it. I think he's new-ish. So, and what I mean by newish, I'd say 1 to 2, like the 1 to 2 year people that are been doing content. And he does like real rapid fire live streams.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on. And I don't know, like for me, that's too much for me. But I like to, I'll go in there and I'll watch and I'll kind of lurk and hide in the background. But they're doing match game. Like he does match game and some other stuff. And then the cruising stuff. So they talk about like what's the best thing to do on this cruise, what's the best thing to do, what's where to eat and all this stuff. So see, for me, that information stuff is good. But those games, I get lost with games, you guys. Like, so I'm not good with games. But I try to support the people that do games, but I can't focus on them. Like it's probably like my ADD or something. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is.
that's me.
Or something like that. But it's interesting to watch the people playing the games. I'm just like, wow, they're all worked up. It's exciting. Anyway, so Scott, you got to enjoy those days off. But I see you got suckered in. I know that happens. Everybody's saying hi. So you just got to be careful. I just think it's everyone talks about mental health, and like I don't know if it's necessarily mental health, but because the thing is, this is your choice. Like everything on YouTube is your choice because you're the boss, and that's the good thing. And that's why I don't feel like the pressure, But I know, like for a lot of people, but they feel the pressure to do X, feel the pressure to do. I just don't think you should do that to yourself, but
Mm.
because you're the boss, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's why I say, yeah, right when you want. And Tina's saying, right when you want to, it's more fun. Yep. But if you feel obligated, it's like, it's not as fun. Oh, it's 2 years. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was guessing about 2. Yeah, that's what Scott's 2 years in. And let's see, Susan. Now, what happened to Susan? Oh, she had that's right, the storm. Very close. Yep.
We had storms this morning, but
But she had the hurricane, not hurricane. I want to say hurricane. It's tornado. Yeah, the tornado was pretty close.
Yeah, that's way too
But
close.
that was pretty close.
yeah, we had watches and warnings all over the place.
Okay, here we go. Yes, Cynthia said, oh, check this out. She said, have you seen that video of the little girl crying saying, I need to go to sleep. I am so tired. I need to go to bed while she's heading for her bed. Yeah. And my daughter was that way. And she, she would turn very like nasty. Like that was not her way. And I just sort of knew like when it was time, I would try to shut her down about 20 minutes before that would happen. Like I sort of knew about what time that would be. Yeah. So it was good. And you see like kids out there, like a lot of parents, like I've seen parents in the movie theater, they'll take their kids out. It's late. And the poor kid is exhausted, and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to the store and do something. I'm like, that kid should be in bed. Like the kids need to sleep, and
We used to ride ours around in a car to get them to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, so your kids didn't sleep well. Yeah.
Well, Adam did. Adam was always a sleeper. Colin,
Yeah.
never, even as a newborn, he wouldn't even sleep in the daytime. But he always slept all night.
Oh wow, that's good. Yeah. See, all night is good. Yep. But let's see here. Yeah, yes, girl. Yeah. So really, like I said, you've got to do the, You got to take time. See, and then you have to get out of the house. Like I know you agoraphobic people. I'm like, you got to get out of the house.
I get out of the house, but I don't like to go in public anymore.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah. I think you just have to get out of the house. Well, you have a place to go. See, a lot of people can't
walk around, ride the
you can walk around like it's.
I think Dee wants to come up.
Oh, good. I didn't. Yeah, we're gonna ask her actually. That's good. We see, yeah, little girl, and LaBelle's here. Hey,
hi, LaBelle.
Only became a major issue when they ran out of that. Oh, see, I don't know about that. But I think like a lot of people, especially, since the pandemic are suffering, one of those things. So yeah, let me send her the link. But let's see. How do I do this? Here you go. Yes, this restream is a little different.
Well, Texas is wild tonight with weather.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, I heard it's very interesting. All right, Granny D, I'm sending this through Facebook for you. See. But yeah, it's very interesting. Let's see. There she is. All right.
Comes back there just working too many hours. He's another person.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to burn out though, but probably 12 hours in.
Yeah, that's amazing that you can do that. See, I think you can do that for a while. But I think eventually you crash. You know what I mean? If you're really burning it at both ends. Mm-hmm. And I think like new YouTubers, especially like that's just what I was going to say. New YouTubers tend to really burn at both ends because they want to get the monetization. And so, and I understand that. I get it because I did the same thing. But once I got there and sort of had a little buffer, a little cushion, then I kind of stepped back a little bit, and I was okay. I was okay with that. No, but not everybody is. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, Granny D, thank you so much. I sent you the link. All right, so we as soon as she comes up, there she goes. Yeah. Let me see here. How do I do this? Here we go. Granny D.
Oh,
hello.
Hey. See, I sent you a little super chat.
You did. I see it now. I'm all late.
Gotta get that target met. Yeah.
All right now. Well, thank you so much. All right, now I'm gonna find. Let me see what you're doing.
Again.
Oh, look at.
Is that mine? And I may have to like go down there and get one of those.
I'm making one, but right now these are for the meetup people in September.
That is so big. How big is that? You can
but I'll melt it and it'll go.
Oh, okay. So that's how that works.
Yeah, it's it'll still be big, but it's like I don't have one near me, but it's like it shrinks about a third.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah, it is.
I love it. All right, now I gotta find you a new song. Hang on a second. I'm working on the song here.
It's just like
I'm like slow here today. But thanks for coming up. Appreciate you coming up.
For having me.
Oh no, I always. Oh, so Liz said she gets out to the yarn store. Nice.
I want to show y'all this too. This is my newest Temu. Remember I said
yes.
I think I told y'all about the magnets not being strong enough.
Oh yeah.
But I bought some little individual. I bought some. They're all stuck together, but they're little disc magnets from Amazon.
Okay.
And there's like
that's
3
nice
on each one, or 3 on one, 4 on another. When they just really stick together. I wouldn't have had to have that many, but anyway. Okay. But this one's got this where you can hook holders.
Oh, okay.
And then on the other side, it's a little tray where you can put stitch markers and stuff.
Stitch markers. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's my newest Temu. That might be my only Temu now since we have to do.
Yeah.
The $80 hooks.
Yeah,
$400 hooks. All right, so here we go. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this for you, Granny D. This is like not related to friendship, but here we go. I I see us in the park, strolling the summer days of imaginings in my mind, and something and words from her heart, told only to the wind, fell even without being said. I don't want to bore you with my trouble. There's something about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. All right, I'm gonna stop right there.
Beautiful.
Sweet.
right.
You got a pretty voice.
Thank you.
Sweet little
So anyway,
boy.
I'll do that one. That's one I used to do way back on the karaoke shows.
Oh,
All right, now let's see.
yeah.
I'm having a flash, and Rosie's not even here.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, but
Well,
she might be sending you one.
now you mentioned her. Maybe she's gonna show up
Yeah.
now.
Yes. Oh, so see, Sonia has a hammock. That's a good idea. She goes out to her
Mm.
backyard and lays on her hammock.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That
I
is a
used
great
to have
idea.
one when I was married. We had, the kind that's got a frame.
Yes. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute. That sounds great.
I
I love
remember
it.
being drunk one night. Coming home and trying to get in it, and I just kept falling
Did you-
out. I
did you
couldn't
fall
get
out?
in. I kept falling.
I could see that. So how's the spaghetti, Susan? That's what we all want to know. Oh, here's Elvis
Yum.
Thanks. Hello. Hello, stopping to give a thumbs up. Thank you for stopping in.
Yum, yum, yum.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, see, I could see that. See, I'm clumsy, so I'm clumsy without the alcohol.
I was terrible. I
It
was
is
terrible.
bad.
I was a
Oh, and
mess.
Bill Beckett's here. Hey, Bill's here. Bill Beckett, good to see you.
Hey, Bill.
Okay. Oh, and then Tina said, this is what Tina Bailey said. Some channels have more than one person on it. So they like have a group of people that take turns uploading. See, I've not, yeah. See, I don't know
Well,
if
like Jen
Yeah.
Reeves and Ivy B, they go
Mhm.
together.
Yeah. So
Y'all
that's
see
good.
Sandra on there with them the other night and her big lips.
Oh my gosh. They are funny.
You have to see that if you haven't. Oh my
No, I
god!
didn't see them
She
the other
came
night.
up on Sanitas a while ago and had those lips too.
Oh my goodness.
But you were talking about Kelly doing
Mhm.
just kind of popping on when you want to.
If
I
you
want to
can.
be like that, but then I also wanted to come on. I've recently within the last couple of months because Dory
Right.
wanted to come on Monday instead of after me on Wednesday. I
Yes.
said that's fine because I'm on like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But when Friday
Mhm.
comes, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, that's a lot in a row.
That's too
isn't it?
much.
It's a lot.
But but it's kind of good having. I can see both ways.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's good to just pop on when you want to. And I've got to do that for my members. I keep not doing a members thing because I'm
Mhm,
trying to
mhm.
fit in where nobody else is, and I'm having
It's
a
really
hard time.
hard. It's hard. Yeah.
But
See, and that's the thing. I think that's the only reason why I say pop on when you can,
yeah,
because I feel like there's so many of us crafter people.
yeah.
Let's see,
Unless you
where's
go really late. Some people go really late, and that's kind of
Mhm.
cool because then you get people
Yeah.
from.
That's
Hey,
me.
Nay.
Hey, Renee
Yes.
Hello.
and
There's
Just
Michelle.
popping in some
and
stuff.
Hey, honey.
Hello.
Baby.
Here we go.
Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean,
that's
I
cool
think it's hard.
too.
Like,
And,
yeah, but
sometimes I would feel
Mhm.
like, oh, I don't, like it'd be a Wednesday or a Friday or,
Right.
sometime I was supposed to go and I'm like, oh, I don't want to go on. But then I'd
Yes.
go on because I felt like
Right.
people were expecting me. And
Yes.
I know
Yes.
when there's somebody I like to watch and they come on at regular, they have a
Right.
regular schedule. I'm just like, oh, they're not on. It's kind of
Yeah, I know it's
disappointing,
hard,
you
isn't it?
know?
Yeah, it's really hard. Yeah.
But so I kind of come on for them, but then too it gets me out of my head and makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I most always feel better after I
Mhm.
do a live. So
Yeah. No, they are.
but
They
it's
are a
just
lot of
what
fun.
it, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Dopamine.
Yep.
And so on and so on.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
But
you
yeah,
talk about feeling
Aw.
that
yes,
you get nervous. You don't appear nervous ever, Kelly.
Mhm.
yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
weird because and it comes sort of random. Like it's very random and for no apparent reason. But I think it's public speaking. It's kind of the whole
Well,
public
it
speaking
doesn't
thing.
show. I'll just tell you that.
Oh,
or
okay, good.
I don't
Mhm.
see it.
No, you do a
Yep.
good job.
Oh, thank you. Well, I've done this. Well,
Yeah.
like I said, I've been doing public speaking for a long time. In a not an
In a
official
public thing.
official way,
Oh,
but,
okay.
And I
but
always
kind of
hated
public
that in
speaking here.
I used to have to do a lot
school.
at conferences and stuff, so I
Yeah.
was first time I went up there, it was on a theater like stage and it
Oh,
was
those are yeah,
lights
that's
and
crazy.
there must have been like 200 or 300 people out there and my knees were knocking. I was so afraid.
Oh, I can believe that. Yeah, I can see that. See, I would be nervous with that. Yeah, when you're
But
real,
you
I
get
it's real.
used
hate
to it
even
where you
being
can
in
do it, You just
school
get used to it.
doing oral book reports, as a
Yeah.
kid.
Yep.
Oh, God, I don't make us do
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, and I think the problem with those was that maybe you weren't. They say you're supposed to pick a subject that you're interested in, and it
Yeah,
makes it slightly better. But I still
that's
feel like a
true.
lot of
My
school
first one was on talking
doesn't.
about mentorships.
Oh, that's kind of
That was
neat.
kind of fun.
Oh wow, you're pretty serious. Like I think we did speeches, like famous speeches of people, which is hard. Yeah, it's really
Mine
hard.
was work related. I had to do it with work.
With work. Yeah.
Mm.
See, I'm trying to think. I guess they never let me do it at work. I probably would have been okay. But it seemed like I remember. So here's a funny story. This is like a random work story. I've been having like these work flashbacks. But anyway, we had this new manager come in, and she was doing this thing, and she said, "Oh, this is the plan," and she had this huge, diagram, and she's doing all this stuff on the board, and we're all kind of, sitting there watching, and I remember she said to me, she goes, "Kelly, you didn't look interested." I was like, I was tired. I was just tired. Like it's like
Yeah.
when you travel like for work, like I never sleep. Like if I travel, I'm in a hotel room. I usually don't sleep because I'm all nervous about will I get there on time? Will the plane land? All those things, So for me, I'm usually harried by the
I
time.
don't no sooner get my butt in a seat on an airplane than I'm snoring sound asleep.
Are you? See, maybe
Oh.
that's
Well, I
'cause
was
you
a
don't
white
sleep
knuckle
for
flyer
work.
the first time, but the first time I went anywhere on a plane, I went to England.
It's a long flight for your first
You
time.
picked
That
the
was a
worst,
long
the longest flight ever.
and it was so very turbulent. I mean,
Oh no!
I saw the flight attendants they couldn't do the carts up and down because it was so
Oh, that's
bad.
bad. Yeah,
And they had to buckle up. And I saw one of the older flight attendant. I mean, she was like middle aged, so I figured she'd been doing it a while, but maybe
Yeah.
not. But she looked at the other one, and I could see that she was saying, "I don't like this."
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I've only been on one
It
flight
felt
that I
like,
really
no,
thought
there
we
was-
might die. And
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
like I was
yeah.
really afraid. I was going from
Oh,
Los Angeles to Monterey or something. And it was
Yeah.
a small plane. And we
those
were the
are always
last
bad.
those
we were
little
the last one to take
jumpers.
off, and it was horrendous storm. And
Yeah.
we were literally going up and down and all over the
It was
place.
just
And
bouncing.
I was sitting there holding on to the guy I was flying with. I was holding on to him for dear life. I was so scared.
Oh my
and that
gosh.
and that whole and it was like a 8-9 hour flight, and it was
Yes.
overnight. And
Oh,
I mean, the
my.
whole time it wasn't like that, but it was.
It's
So
a
the
long
whole
flight.
time I'm in England, I'm thinking, I gotta fly back home.
I'll tell you the hard flights I had. The hard
On a
flights.
ship or
The hard flights were going from California to Japan twice with a newborn and 2-year-old by myself.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh man.
That was
that
hard.
would be some. I had a
That's-
best friend that she went to Germany with little kids like that because her
Mhm.
husband was in the. Somebody was asking me about this. This is a
Oh, here
This is from Temu. They're called the original one was called a yarn genie,
Yes.
Mhm.
and it was real ugly. It was white and plastic, and how
Okay.
pretty. Oh, now they make them pretty. But this
Mm-hmm.
is sort of a deluxe model. Usually they just come single, but you can get
Yeah.
the double. I'm
Yeah.
double stranded on a project. So it's
Okay.
coming off
Gotcha.
of both of these
Mm.
dolls.
You should have something like that for doing like
It's pretty
Nordic
cool.
stuff where you gotta have all those bobbins, you know. It'd be nice if
Yeah.
you
Well,
could do
this
it like
works
that.
great. I'm getting it all tangled up now, but normally
Yes.
I just sit it right here and it
Mhm.
never gets tangled up like
Oh, that's
underneath
nice.
itself or anything.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have a yarn
And
bowl.
but usually you can get them for $20 or under.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not bad. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Somebody
hilarious.
just asked, so I thought I'd.
Oh no, that's fine.
Hey,
That's fine.
Jane,
Oh, let's
is that
see. Here we
yarn
go.
or a wasp? It's Shaw and a ball.
Shaw and a
Both
ball.
of them are
It's your
Shaw and a
favorite.
ball.
It's your favorite, right? She likes that.
It's one of my favorites, yeah, and they don't make it
Mhm.
anymore, so you just have to find it.
Let me see. So she said, "Nice, yeah, I like that wasp nest, yeah." Oh, LaBelle, let's see. Can I join? I found my cam, even if it doesn't make me look gorgeous anymore. Oh boy. All right,
Oh,
let's see. Let me see.
I'm sure you look fine.
Yeah, hang on just a sec. All right, copy. Let's see if I can find you in my email.
LaBelle, I don't think. Do I know LaBelle? Hey, Kevin.
Oh my gosh.
Word up, Super Chat.
Word up. Here we go. Let me see if I
I
can
bet
find
you
you.
shared your own. What's he usually share on Reddit,
Yes, I think he does. Yeah.
which is cool.
Mm-hmm. Let me
That's how to
see. I
get
don't know if I
folks
still
that
have
you
her. Oh,
might
there
not
she is.
ordinarily have.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Mm.
Yep.
But yeah, I know some people that go live really, really late. Like what's his name, Russ? What's it?
Mm-hmm.
It's raining yarn.
Yeah.
He goes on like real. I can't
Late,
remember.
right?
He's in the States, but I don't remember the time
Mhm.
zone. But it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and after for me, and
Yeah.
I'm usually just
I'm gonna go on at 1 o'clock in
skipping
the morning.
around. But you know that
Mhm.
way you get people from Australia, New Zealand, you know,
Mm-hmm.
folks that you might not ordinarily have.
Yeah, that is something.
Mhm.
I have never yeah, after a certain hour, I'm no good. I think about 11,
Yeah.
11,
Yeah.
11:15, I'm done. Yeah.
And I'm more of a night owl.
Mhm. Anyway, welcome into Bridget. Let me get you there.
Yeah.
Yes, and share it on Reddit. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, it does look like a wasp nest, actually. I've seen a few of those.
This
Especially
one,
the color. Yeah, that one there.
this is it's real sparkly.
Mm-hmm.
This one's called Cleansing Quartz, I think, and this one's called
Let
Prism.
me see.
But they're both showing a ball.
Yeah, that's cute. Now, are those
They're
both
pretty.
the shiny ones? I can't remember anything.
Are they what?
The ones with the metallic. Are those the ones with the metallic?
Both of these are, but my screen never shows sparklies.
Yeah, I was just looking to see if that was sparkly.
Don't know why. You pay $1,000 for a laptop. It should
Yeah.
show sparkly yarn.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me
It's
see if
probably
I
a
can
setting
pull
I
it up.
haven't yet.
Oh, look at this. Didn't need to,
Oh, there we are, lined up.
Is it
I don't
breast?
even know how that did.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of cool. Like if you were
Ready?
sharing
Okay.
something off the
Stitch,
internet.
how dare
There we
you?
go.
Up
Let
top.
me fix this here. There we go.
How dare you?
LaBelle, I've
There we
never
go.
met. Have I met
You
you
put-
before?
You put the backstage, how dare you? I don't even have hairy armpits.
You're not supposed to have hairy armpits, are you? Well, I guess it's a preference. Okay. So how have you been? How have you been? I haven't seen you in like a while.
You've never seen me.
I think I saw you for like a little, like it was
Yeah.
when your camera kind of went, "Yeet," but then I don't know if your camera was doing something weird. I think last time.
No, my last time I didn't have a camera. I couldn't find it.
You couldn't find it.
No, I was only there vocal. I could
Oh,
not
yeah,
find
she
my
was not-
camera.
You were vocal. That's right. That's right.
One
Yeah.
of my cats found my camera eventually
The cat?
Oh,
when I was tidying up,
Yes.
and she ran into the cupboard and she just about nearly made away with it.
Wow.
And then I went, ooh, I hear that clunking noise. And I just went, why you stop?
At least you found it. So tell everybody about yourself. Like what's your story
yeah.
with
Oh, what's my story? Bloody hell, where do you
Story.
want to
I'm
start?
taking a really cool accent and wondering where you are
like
from.
tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, where do you want to start? I was born in a small village near Frankfurt in Germany.
Okay.
And Frankfurt, Wiesbaden, somewhere around that area.
Mhm.
A lot of American soldiers who were stationed in Germany at some point in their lives would know that
Mhm.
area. Yeah, and that's where I was born, but I don't remember that little village. But I grew up in North Rhine-Westphalia, and I was in the British sector back then,
Mhm.
not far from the Dutch border. That's where I grew up. Yeah, in
Some of them.
joint headquarters. NATO joint headquarters,
Okay.
JHQ. And near there I grew up. Then I lived for about 5 years at the North German coast, which was notoriously boring because nothing
Okay.
ever. Yeah, it's one of them areas, where your next door neighbor, you need a car to go and meet them.
Oh wow, so you weren't close by. All right.
Yeah, and that was awful
Mhm.
when you are sort of between 12 and 15.
Okay.
And and then my parents sort of sold that property, and we moved back further into the country, back to civilization.
Mhm.
But I have to say, it was a good move by them to move
Mhm.
to northern Germany, right next to the North German coast,
Okay.
at that time in my life, because there was an awful lot of bad influences,
Mm.
that
Mhm.
I would have absolutely latched onto
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
when I was in that age, when
Right.
you are sort of, or when you are, once you reach 12, you know everything better than everybody else, don't you?
Right. Right.
And I would have latched
Trying
onto
to
that straight away.
Finding yourself.
Right.
So my parents just went, right, that's it, we are gonna
We're getting out of
move.
here.
We're gonna move somewhere where you don't meet ever anyone until you are at the age of your consent, nearly,
Mm.
or where you can think a little bit better. And and that was a great thing of them to do, because I had a brilliant time over there. I met horses
Okay.
and sheep,
Oh, nice.
otters, the whole kind of wildlife stuff, and I really loved it. And
Mhm.
I really enjoyed sort of during the winter times reading.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. You just took yourself up and you start reading. I used to read Daphne du Maurier's books, her stories. Daphne du Maurier? Oh,
Let me see. No, I don't think I'm familiar.
but Daphne du Maurier, if you don't know her, you haven't read.
Okay, we'll have to check it out. Now, first of all, tell everybody how you found me on YouTube, because I forgot to.
Oh, I found you on YouTube. Through Ursula.
Oh, Ursula, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
We so miss Ursula.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Praying for her daily. I'm missing her terribly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Like we've all changed our schedules. You know what I mean? It's really interesting. Now, so what are you working on these days? Are you doing any crafting?
Let me show you.
Sure.
I've just finished a hat.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
how
pretty.
cute.
I love it.
I love the little lattice part
Yes.
in there.
It's my
Mhm.
summer hat,
Yeah, little window
you
part.
know.
Yes.
And
That's very
I
cute.
think I'm going to put a wire in there, a very thin
Mhm.
wire.
Yeah.
And what else have I done? Oh, I've done from the same yarn. I've done few dresses for my little baby granddaughter. She's just
nice.
about. She's just walking. You know, she's
Okay.
nearly 2 years
Aw.
old now.
Nice.
She's walking.
That's wonderful.
So are you
Um,
still in Germany?
no, I'm in the UK.
She's in the UK now. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I've lived in England. This is really weird because I married a Dishy soldier, a British soldier,
Mhm.
in 1987, and that's when I was still living in Germany, but then I went into British jurisdiction.
Yes.
So I've been totally Britanized ever since.
She is. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
great.
Totally
I
Britanized.
don't even know what this new Germany means.
Yeah.
I haven't got a clue because I got married before the reunification.
Mm.
So I've got no clue
Right.
what
I'd love
this.
to go somewhere for the next.
I was born in the Cold War, and that's
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I liked it that way.
Things are getting pretty strange around here, and that's all I'll say.
Yeah, but because things were predictable then, weren't they?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, right. And then the Berlin Wall fell,
Yeah.
and I woke up this one morning and I thought, what the hell is going on?
Mm-hmm.
You
Big
know,
deal.
we've got all these weird plastic cars on our really fast autobahn.
Oh, okay.
You know, and oh yeah, there was banana crisis. You couldn't find a banana in all of West Germany because
Mm.
they bought them.
Wow.
Yeah, because the East Germans didn't have bananas, did they?
Wow.
So they bought them all up, and chocolate was running low.
Mm.
And that was the first time ever I've seen a a crisis or anything.
Banana
Was
crisis.
in-
That sounds funny.
was the morning I woke up
Yes.
when after the Berlin Wall fell,
Mhm.
and I still could not believe it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
It was great feeling. It
Mhm.
was brilliant, and I really felt for my well, I don't even know what to call them, co-Germans from the East, from the communist Germans, you know. But I just thought, yeah, well, you know,
I
you're
have a
still
friend of
there.
mine that died recently that defected from the DDR.
Yeah.
GDR. And he got on a train and he had his suitcase and he left his suitcase far away from him in case they stopped him, but he actually defected.
Wow.
Then he came straight
Yeah.
to the United States.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it was shocking. They killed, I think, about 300 people minimum. They shot them dead.
Mm.
And there was just the ones they caught who tried to defect from East Germany, you know.
Yeah.
It was absolutely terrible, but we always have to bear in mind,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
That it was does communism work, right?
Yes.
Now you had two Germanys. One of them, West Germany, was much larger
Right.
in size, 60 million people. The other one, 20 million people. Once it got divided in 1961, right?
Yeah.
Before I even was born. But you had the same mentality, and you had in relation, you had the same resources and the same let's go and get it done, right? Which one collapsed first? Was it communism or was it free market? Obviously communism. And if anyone would make communism work, it would have been the Germans, and they did not make it work.
Wow.
Because it doesn't work.
Wow.
Thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
it does not work.
Yes.
It works.
We
It
read a
works.
book called we read a
Yeah.
book, my grandson and I read a book last year, and it was called A Night Divided, and it was about these children. Do you know that book? It was a great book, and it was about
Was
building.
about the village when the whole village went. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it meant a lot to
Yeah.
him. And then we went to the Nixon Presidential Library, and they have
Yeah.
a big piece of the wall there, and so he was
Oh,
just
wow.
to see that in person.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's moving, isn't it?
Yeah.
They did a movie about it, about the it was quite an old movie. An entire village just left, an entire village left.
Yeah.
And they had to be really, really quiet. But in that village, there were X amount of people who would have told on them, he would have grasped them up without a shadow of doubt, and they had to be really quiet and sneaking.
Right.
And they were, oh yeah, the Soviet coming, you know, and they had to. And then there was this one movie that I found also so moving. There was an entire family, or 2 or 3 families. They gathered material and they sewed together a balloon.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
It was all sorts of crazy colors. And the first time they failed, and the balloon got stuck in a forest, and it got found by the border guards, you know, the East German border guards, and they went, "Oh, who did this? Who did this?" And they tried again, and then they succeeded the second time.
That's crazy. Yeah. So somebody was asking. They wanted to know your age. I don't want to ask that.
My age.
Yeah.
I'm flipping fossil man. I'm a fossil man.
A fossil.
I doubt it. I think I'm the fossil here. I'm 66. I don't mind telling.
Yeah, I was born 1964, and my tooth is
I'm older than you.
It's a discoloration. It's the enamel cracked at some point in that one, so it's not bad tooth at all.
Okay.
My great grandparents were German. Their last name was Witt.
Oh,
okay. Oh,
my great grandparents came from Germany.
What was their name? Sorry.
Witt. W-I-T-T.
Oh, that's North German. Witt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And my maiden name was Van Hoy. I had Dutch ancestry on my dad's side.
Cool.
And mom's was Brown, which used to be spelled Braun, B-R-A-U-N.
Yeah, B-R-A-U-N, Yeah, my maiden name was Trella, T-O, but with the 2 dots on the O, double L-E-R, and that means tax collector.
Oh.
And then, I married a Scot. That's my name. And Scots in this area, they used to be borderers. They used to just lay in wait until somebody really rich came along, and they took all their belongings.
Oh,
so I went from tax collector to even a robber. I mean,
oh wow, wow, that is funny. Yeah, so Lavelle lives in the UK right now. Suzanne was asking. Yeah.
Sorry, what?
In Scotland, you said England, right? But your husband's from Scotland.
I live in the northeast of England. Yeah, that's where my husband is from also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to England a couple of times, but way back in 99 and 98 and 99, 2 summers. And second time I went, we went just a little ways into Scotland. We went to Edinburgh and stayed for a while. Yeah. It's nice. I love it over there.
It looks really pretty.
There's a lot of earthquakes in Scotland at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my.
There's always been in the north of Scotland, they always had earthquake troubles, but now it's moving further south. And they are sort of there are earthquakes really, really deep down, sort of 4 point whatever. So it feels like a train is rumbling through. And I had these earthquakes where I grew up in Germany as well, in North Rhine-Westphalia, because I grew up in the not far from the volcanic Eiffel.
Oh, okay.
It's called that for a reason. And it's a dormant supervolcano that they now think might reach all the way up into France. You know, the magma chamber.
Yeah.
The last time that blew was about 13,000 years ago, and it's well overdue. So, and they can tell it's bubbling up. All the ground is
Like all
rising
the
up.
crazy stuff is happening with the weather and
Yeah,
floods.
they call it about the weather. Bloody hell! No,
Well, guess what we're starting? Guess what we're crocheting on Friday? There's a group of
come
us
on,
making a
come on.
Highland cow.
We've got this mad guy. We call him Red Miliband. Red Mill. He is. Oh yeah, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. He can't even play ukulele. Because he goes everywhere.
Wow.
A ukulele is about that size. I've got a few.
Mhm.
And then he talks about, it's all windmills. We've got all the windmills galore. We've got them offshore as well. We just had a massive power cut in Spain last night,
Wow.
all the way into Portugal. All of Spain and all of Portugal were
Yeah, I think I
out of
saw
power.
that. Wow.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
So I know Ursula
That's
talked about
what that's what this new
Mhm.
age energy is doing to you,
Mhm.
And and I mean, we've got all of this, we've got all the wind we can do. The fish in the sea are going crazy because of the vibration of these bloody
that's what
windmills.
they say, the whales and stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they go nuts,
Yeah.
and it's killing the birds. It's then they put out the. I think you have got to put this really into perspective now.
Mm.
Now, Ed Miliband says, no, we want solar panels on every roof in the United
Oh, that's how it is in California. Everything is solar panel everywhere,
Great.
even all the schools
Brilliant.
and everything.
Yeah,
And you know what happens? Those solar farms, they kill
insects.
birds. They fry
The
them in the air.
insects.
Oh, wow.
The insects are going to land on it. The little bees are supposed to pollinate us. They land on it.
Oh no.
Oh, my
Right,
goodness.
yeah, of course, because they are in the flight path.
Mm.
But then
They
he
put them out in the
turns
desert
around,
on the way to Las Vegas, and they were just like, they're dangerous.
and they're
Yeah.
absolutely dangerous. They can set your
Wow.
house on fire as well
Yep.
That's crazy.
if they overheat, and they will overheat.
They
No,
do.
they
But
do. They do.
But then he turns around and he goes, "Oh yeah, now we've got all the solar panels. I've got another bright idea. To save the planet, we need to go get some planes up and do some cloud seeding thing that puts some
Yeah.
stuff into the atmosphere to dim the sunlight."
Yeah.
Well, why the heck did you just put all the solar panels if you don't want to dim the sunlight, you moron? Right? You
Yeah.
couldn't make this rubbish up, honestly.
It is kind of
It's-
crazy.
It's crazy. And they've done it before.
Do y'all
They've done it.
have what did
There
Ursula
was-
call it when they'd have to go without power for so long? Do y'all have to do that?
Brownout?
We
Call that.
don't know.
The rolling
we don't.
brownout. They used to do that
We
in
know,
California.
we know
all
all
the
of
time.
a sudden.
Yeah,
we
but
know
they
all
called
of a
it
sudden.
something
Yeah.
else.
The
Mhm.
rolling
See that?
brownout out here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a-
Yeah. She
there's
called
a
it load
bra-
shedding.
brownout
Load
and a
shedding. That's what
blackout. A
Mhm.
brownout is local and it's just for a few hours. A blackout is
Yes.
gone.
It's just gone.
And a
Right.
blackout that would because all the grid, the electric grid, the power grid
Load shedding.
in
Kelly said.
all of Europe, in all of Western Europe is connected.
Yeah.
That means we had a tickle in the United Kingdom just a
Mhm.
few hours before the blackout
Yes.
in Spain.
Wow.
And if you think about it, that is about a 6-hour flight.
Yeah.
That's a 6-hour flight. And we could feel that over here.
Wow.
And, and they have to sort of all get together and just prevent the worst. If
Yeah.
in all of Europe the lights go out, it would probably take about 6 months until it all is back up and running.
Wow. Yeah. That's
It would take about 3 days until anarchy breaks out.
Yeah. You have to wonder, like, what would happen if you lose power?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
that,
yeah,
that
It's
is
already
the
scary
most,
enough out there, you know,
for
and
a
they got
long
yeah,
time.
to.
Yeah, for a
Something
long
goes
because
wrong and they burn the whole thing down.
yeah,
Mhm.
because you have to think about the confusion. Nobody knows what the heck is going on. You can't
Right.
just go on the internet to find out. I mean, I can because guess what? I've got one of my little analog radios,
I got you. Gotcha.
Mhm.
so I can find out.
Yep.
But how many people can I tell to calm them down? Not many.
Right.
And then a lot of things are gonna fail.
Yeah.
And it's the
We live
last
in
thing
some
you want to
scary
do.
times. Need to be prepared for some of this.
Well, they used to call us
Prepared.
preppers, and then they going, oh yeah, the preppers, yeah, right wing
Preppers.
extremists. No, we are survivors, Charlie. We are survivors because everything you touch with your hands, it's just gonna, you know.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's take a moment. I want to make sure all the ladies show what they're working on today. We'll do that real
Yeah.
quick. So let's see. So who wants to go first? I guess I'll go since I'm on the top.
Go
At
first.
least that's the way. So Michelle, do you want to show what you're working on?
I'm
Let's-
making some granny squares with
Let me see.
cotton
Nice.
yarn, excuse me, called the color is brownstone,
Yeah.
and it's my
That's
second
really
one.
pretty.
Thank
Well, you're
you.
speedy with those. Okay, I'm gonna go down.
I
Let's
love,
see.
I love that painting that she's got on her back, that Michelle has gotten behind her.
Yes.
Oh
with the
yeah, Rosalie made that
upside
for
down
me.
roses.
The
Absolutely
strawberry
gorgeous.
plant.
The strawberries.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
cool.
strawberry plant. It's a real one.
Yeah, it's a strawberry plant.
Oh God,
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Isn't that cool? Okay, now
Mhm.
Miss Renee,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
see what you're working on.
I'm working on a llama, and here's his head.
All right
That is
now.
so darling.
It's
And then
spinning
his
like
legs, I'm on just finishing the third one, so then I'll be
Okay.
ready for the body. And then on
Nice.
Friday, we're starting a Highland cow.
All right now.
That's gonna be so cute.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be very
It's
cute.
already cute.
So let's see, Granny D, let's go over to you.
Okay, well, I showed you the bag, and that's huge right now, but it will be.
You can
I'll
put
put
a
it
couple
in
people
a.
in there. Yeah.
What I do to felt is put it in a really as hot as the hottest setting on my machine,
Mhm.
and I put in a couple of pairs of jeans, something for it to agitate against. So you have to
Mhm.
use it's got to be real woolly wool,
Yes.
itchy wool,
Itchy
non
wool.
superwash,
blend.
non-treated.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they say you can use 80% and above, but I
Mhm.
just use 100%.
It usually will say it's felting wool, you know, when you buy it.
Yeah.
It's
That's
feltable.
nice.
Peyton's works really well, and just
Okay.
as long as it says. But I
Nice.
have read some stuff that says at least 80%, but I don't want to take chances, you know.
Yeah. It's a lot of work for
I
it
was
not
going
to
to show
work.
you this too. This is I
Ooh,
showed
let me
you
see that. Ooh,
the-
that's nice.
the Timu thing. This is what
Yes.
I'm using. The two.
Oh yeah.
It's so
This
pretty.
is going to be my hippie poncho, like
I
a sea
see.
Beautiful.
This on the bottom is some novelty yarn.
Mhm.
It's really
So I
cute.
just let
Yes.
it's all tied crazy, and so you don't
What
have to worry about.
what
Yep.
she didn't tell you is the hippie poncho is being is meant to be worn around the waist.
Is what
Uh-oh. Nice.
and I only have one more cake of this, so
Yes.
Oh,
this is what it looks like in the
So
cake.
pretty.
I need that.
gorgeous.
And I have no idea what it is. I think I got it in a mystery box, one of Bod's mystery box, maybe back a day.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
this is these two
Yes.
skeins put together.
Oh,
But
that's
what
really
you do
nice.
is make one big
Yeah.
rectangle, and you just cast off some stitches here, and then
All around the
cast them back. It makes like a boat neck.
that's nice.
Okay.
I love it. Let's
See,
see.
and this is my raffia hat.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see that.
Oh,
All right,
I
nice.
love that.
Good.
it's my
Is that the
raffia.
same pattern as the other one?
No, it's just a normal hat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then I just did
I love
a
it.
few air holes in there.
I like
And
that.
then, yeah, the brim was a little bit difficult to do because I wanted it to not flop into my eyes.
I understand.
I wanted it to be a bit more
Mm-hmm.
high noon. So,
Great.
so yeah, it's just about it's raffia.
Be poncho.
But the thing is, the raffia that
Yes.
I got is paper raffia,
Oh yeah.
and I wanted the natural stuff. That's what I really wanted. So
Yeah.
the paper raffia, obviously, if that gets wet, it's gone.
I have
Yeah.
some, but I haven't used it yet. But I
Yeah, I
love
haven't
it.
tried that yet.
Yeah,
That's
there
a
is
lot.
different raffia. There is a raffia of
Yeah.
the what you
Mhm.
call it,
Hey,
you know,
Marlene.
from the palm tree
Yes.
from
Yeah,
Madagascar,
some
wherever it's
more like
from.
paper
Yeah.
kind of.
Nice.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the raffia that who I think the best one you can get is the one that florists use.
Florist. Yeah.
Oh, florist. Okay.
Because that is
Interesting.
what we call bust in Germany. That's why I know it. And
Mm-hmm.
this one here is paper raffia. That is just paper,
Okay.
Even
you know.
hobby
Yes.
sells it.
Yeah,
Yes. Yep.
and it's an absolute pain in the ass.
Okay.
Crochet.
All right. So let's see. No. Oh, Noni. Oh, darn it. I was just going to ask her what she was doing. But anyway, well, I'll show you what I'm working on real quick.
Whoops, that
Because she
crap.
popped in. She had to pop out for a second. But here's cloth.
Oh, that's
So,
pretty.
not
That's a
bad.
pretty color combination. I like that.
I like that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were cheating on that color,
That's
weren't
the
you?
strawberry.
Yeah,
That strawberry's
Swirl.
pretty.
Raspberry swirl.
That's a new color, isn't it?
No, it's old. This is vintage.
Is it?
Yep. So
Very
this, I don't
pretty.
even know what year this was.
Dang, I like that.
Yeah.
want-
So the reason why it's vintage is I got it from the thrift store, and it says that it was made in the U.S., which I don't think it's been made in the U.S. for a long time, at least 10 years, maybe.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. So when I find these, I buy them. I like, and I like weird colors, you know.
I have
So
never seen anything like that in
I
our
like
thrift store.
that.
Ever.
yeah. So
But
this
I
is my
like
other
that
one. Yeah.
creamsicle you said.
Yeah, that was
Michelle,
Michelle. Yeah,
pretty.
I don't know if I
Mhm.
don't think this one here. This is called Daisy Ombre.
Oh,
That's
that's
Oh.
pretty.
pretty too.
But it's
Mhm.
the same. It's the same
Yeah,
company.
it looks
Not the same.
similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not real ombre. Oh. Ombre means a
Mhm.
faint change in shade.
Right.
Of
Right.
That faint.
That's
Not
more like
really.
a gradient.
faint,
This is more like a
Mhm.
gradient.
a faint shade in
Yeah.
hue.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
here, this is leftover,
Oh, that's
Oh, that's
pretty.
nice.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And my
Pretty?
yeah, and that is paint box.
Paint box, yeah. I
Yeah,
got a little
yeah,
paint
paint
box.
box is nice.
Mm-hmm. Pretty.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so I want to say hi to Ashley Wester came in, and then
Hi,
Marlene
Ashley.
Motivates came in. So hello.
Hi, Marlene.
Oh, and Uno's here. Good evening,
I've
ladies.
always,
Anyway,
No.
I've always got to make sure that all my
wishing you a beautiful night. Adios. Okay.
are
We'll see you
secure.
soon. Yeah.
Who is leaving?
Oh, Uno. He comes.
Oh.
He comes in my crochet things. We got to get him
Oh.
crocheting. If you're listening, Uno, you
Okay.
got to come and crochet with
Yeah,
us.
I've always got to make sure that all my projects are always secure because
Yes.
I've got 5 cuts
Mm-hmm.
and they would help.
So how's the yarn situation in England? Is it good? Do you get good stuff?
Oh yeah, good question.
Sorry, what situation?
The yarn situation, like, is it do you get some interesting types of fibers there, or?
Well, we've got Barmy Starmy as a as a PM. What do you expect? Do you mean the yarn situation?
Yeah, different kinds
Yes,
of
yarn.
yarns.
Yeah.
'Cause we have like
We
real
call them
specific
big
ones,
box
you know.
stores. I think y'all have. What are some of the names of the?
I order from Lovecrafts a lot.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can still order from Hobby,
Oh, you can. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, if I don't go over, I think it's 159 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
After 159 pounds, I would have to pay um
A duty or something.
whatever,
Mm-hmm.
not
Yeah.
income
Have
tax,
some-
An import tax. Yeah.
yeah, import
Mhm.
stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, so I can still order that, but that is gonna be probably not gonna be happening anymore very soon. But to be honest, I'm not too impressed about whatever hobby, hobby
Mhm.
HOBBI.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm not too impressed about the quality. I have yet to find one yarn that doesn't pill that I bought from them, and
Oh,
it's
interesting.
Oh, really?
yeah,
I've never
yeah.
bought
I've
from
bought
them.
a lot
Yeah.
of stuff from them, and I've liked
It's
all I've gotten, but I usually get a lot of natural fibers. But
Mm-hmm.
I have gotten some acrylic from them too.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got natural, I got wool, and it started pilling after
Okay.
second time I wore it,
Mm.
Mm.
and
Dang.
I thought it's not really worth the hassle.
Mm.
What
Um,
about small boutique type yarn shops? Do y'all have many of those?
we don't have them anymore. They all shut down during COVID.
Oh.
They all went out of business.
Never came back. Huh?
Yes, I
Wow.
used to. No, they didn't.
That's
There
kind of what
was
I worry about
one
happening with ours. With the
one fantastic yarn shop I had that was in the galleries near the real Washington, not yours.
yeah, you're right.
The original Washington in
Okay.
the northeast of England,
Yes.
where Washington stemmed from.
Yes.
And there's a place called the Galleries, and there used to be in they call
Oh.
it the inn shops. They used to call it was a shopping complex, sort of a mall.
A mall or
Um,
something.
yeah, and they
Okay,
used to
pray
have
for
the inn shop.
Nate. They might
Mm-hmm.
be having storms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she lost
Yeah.
and
power.
We're
in
looking
the
for
and in
tornadoes
the
and stuff.
and in
Okay.
this area in the
Yeah.
inn shops, you could buy sort of all local produce.
Mm.
Sort of tomatoes that look wonky,
Oh.
cucumbers that look like snakes, and things like that.
Okay.
And they also had two yarn shops in there, and they
Mhm.
were brilliant
Yeah.
because they didn't just have they had every yarn that you can think of, and what they didn't have they could order. And but what I also loved is they had the expertise.
Mm-hmm.
So and they also had a lot of patterns,
Yes.
these little pattern leaflets, but they
Mm-hmm.
also had vintage ones.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm trying
you
to
could,
think of your big box store names. Like, was it Stoplight or something like?
sorry, what?
I can't remember. I want to say Stoplight or some kind of
Mhm.
red light or
Yep.
I don't know. I was trying to
Ah,
think of some of the big box stores over
Yeah.
there that sell
no.
Stylecraft and James C. Brett and
Yeah, Stylecraft not, but
in your
uh
Aldi's sells yarn. We have
Yeah,
Aldi's.
Yeah, they all these.
patterns.
My Aldi's doesn't sell yarn. I haven't seen
Aldi
any.
is modern compared to that. They
Oh,
used
okay.
to have these
There's a
Aldi
big
is
grocery store
80
there.
years old.
Costco or something.
Yeah.
And I've been to
They had
Bath before. That was a
Wendy and Stylecraft and all them
Stylecraft.
yeah,
sort of
Wendy.
patterns. Yeah.
Mhm.
But there you could just always ask for advice because they would know they were absolutely focused
Mhm.
on everything that has got to do with knitting or crochet
Okay.
or embroidery.
Or embroidery.
So yeah. So these were the places you could go to if you really got
Mhm.
stuck. That's where you went to for advice, and
Now you
they
have
all
YouTube.
gone. They all went.
Yeah. Now you just have to go to YouTube.
Yeah, they all went out of business during COVID, during the
Okay.
lockdown.
Do you ever buy Rowan?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rowan.
brand.
Rowan. Yeah, in the UK. I think they're
I
in
bought
the
it here.
Yeah, no, I've just like I see it in some of these I get these British magazines, but I don't know if people even use that. I'm just curious.
We don't do them anymore. We used to have in Germany, for example, when you used to buy your weekly, what was it called? The TV magazine that showed you what is going to be on television
Yeah.
for the week. It used to have at least one knitting or crochet pattern in there. I kid you
Oh
not.
wow. Oh,
Really?
wow.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I bought a lot of yarns that came from Italy in the past. They make some nice divers.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you
They
could
used
buy
to have
obviously
some that
your
were made from like
knitting
family
or
farms, like
yeah.
that Dolce cashmere. One of the reasons I think it was so expensive because it's only 10% cashmere.
Mm-hmm.
The hobby is because it's from a small family, like Italian farm.
Okay.
But they're
Yeah, but
selling out of that. I think there's only one more color left.
Wow. I would love to have some of that.
it was
got
all this cashmere and what have you. This is all a myth, really, because it all exists in abundance. It's like
Yeah.
when they just turn around and they say, "Oh yeah, the Zobel fur is the
Mhm.
most expensive one." The Zobel is from animals about this big. They are
Mhm.
about the size of a mouse, right?
Yes.
A lot of fiber. A lot of
The
animals
only
have to die.
reason why it was so expensive is we couldn't get a hold of it because they were bred in Russia, in the Soviet Union, and that's the only way. Otherwise, they were vermin. Might as well
Yeah.
just kill a rat and make
Oh,
it
okay.
thing, You know,
Interesting.
yeah.
What
Let's
is it?
see.
Two of the real expensive yarns. What is it with the one with the V?
Alpaca.
Vicuna
Of a coon, yeah.
or something like that.
Or camel. They always see like camel, like you see that sometimes too.
I've
It's
got a
really-
Yeah,
little
you don't want to
camel
wear
one.
that because it's scratching.
I was gonna say
yarn.
it's probably itchy. Yeah. Sounds
Yeah.
itchy.
Vicuna
got-
and what's that other
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, now.
Do you know what was used to make that? Was mohair. It used to be called
mohair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
And
knitted
if
with
you had
mohair before.
1970s mohair yarn,
Mhm.
it's itchy, scratchy. It's
Yes.
It is, yeah.
This is
Right.
why we invented these dances, because we didn't want to wear it.
Let me see. Vicuna. Yeah, I'm gonna look that one up. Forget how to spell that.
What I
Vicuna
would say is,
Vacano, something like that.
Oh, Noni's lost her electricity.
what
Yeah,
I would
no,
say
no.
is, cashmere is. Oh, if you ever
I
wear
love
anything
alpaca. It's
cashmere,
not
Yeah, me
really
too.
alpaca.
I like alpaca a lot.
pure
Yeah.
cashmere, you do want to wear it outside, not indoors, because it's
It's
so,
really warm.
it makes you so
hot.
hot.
Yeah, you're very hot.
I don't think we'd have that in California.
Yeah. My husband bought me an entire cashmere dress. When when I still was a size 8, and I promise you, I just wore it in the office one day, and I thought I'm gonna
So you're
die.
gonna die.
Right.
I had to leave. I had to have the windows
It is
open.
pretty warm.
It's absolutely warm, and it was really thin as well.
Yes.
Really thin.
That's cool.
How about that?
But that is when you that is why I would say, oh yeah, when you do lots of outside and stuff, go for
Mhm.
cashmere. Go
Yeah.
for cashmere, but don't wash it. Do not ever wash
Right.
any
It'll be
of
this
these
big.
wools. No, do not ever wash any of these wools with
Yes.
any detergent.
Mm.
Just wash it in water or air it.
You're just okay.
That is what the Irish Aran sweaters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The ones that are made from pure wool.
Mm-hmm.
They are they still got the wool fat in them, and when you knit them, you can feel it. Your fingers are always greasy, and it hurts after a while as well.
Yeah.
But they were meant to sort of keep the wind and the water
Yes.
resistance.
Like the kilts, they used to put like oil on them, so they were waterproof.
Yeah.
Those big brown kilts.
And what they do, they're called fisherman sweaters.
Yes.
The proper Aran sweaters. They just hang them out in the air to to air them. They would never wash them.
Never washed
Because
them. Wow.
once you wash them in any detergent, soap, the oil of the wool breaks down and gets washed away, and then they are no longer windproof and waterproof.
I think I'd live with that and get a windbreaker or a raincoat, but I'm going to wash my sweater.
I know, it's kind of weird. Yeah. Well, here's the
Yeah.
thing. So vicuña, according to Wikipedia and Britannica, says they are the smallest. So they're related. They're a wild ancestor of the alpaca, and they call it a camelid. And but it looks just so because apparently these alpacas and these llamas and stuff, they've interbred, and they all come from
they all spit
sort
at
of like
you.
one ancestor. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So here's the picture.
They all spit at you.
But see, it looks almost like an alpaca.
Got a your head and neck. It looks like it almost looks like his head and neck doesn't belong on that body.
On that body, right?
Alpaca not too
Kind of
long
like
ago.
mine after having
I get to pet an alpaca not long ago.
Yeah, so it's interesting, but I've never.
There's
I've
really
heard that
expensive
name.
yarn. I cannot think of the name of it. Y'all
Let me
would
see if
know
I'll
it.
show you one more. Let me see if they have another
I'm
picture.
telling you, my golden retriever's awful soft. I got to figure out how to do that.
Wow.
But you can do it. Look at this one. It's
He's
skinny.
naked.
Yeah,
He's naked. Yeah.
Freshly shorn.
It's
Yeah.
been shaved for the wool. The thing is, what I would find really, really interesting is I read an article the other day that they want to bring back the woolly mammoth. Now
I
that
heard
would be interesting.
Oh my God.
We can all get eaten like Jurassic
would
Park.
They can't bring it back. They'll
I
have to
would
breed it with an elephant.
absolutely
Is what they'll have to
love
do.
to find out, seriously, what it would be like to knit with anything that's come from a woolly mammoth.
I bet
Well,
that's
they're just going to have to do genetic manipulation because they can't really
Sounds
bring
like
back
some
a purebred.
Yeah,
They have
when they
one.
get it as close as
Jurassic Park
possible.
kind of stuff.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
They
do
will
it.
get it as close as possible. But I would find that really interesting. I mean, even nowadays, they find woolly mammoths in the Siberian tundra or whatever.
Mhm.
And
Frozen or
Well, they
what
just
would
made
that
a dire
be like?
wolf, but it's not really a dire wolf. They just
Right, it's not.
manipulated DNA.
Yeah, they're trying really
Yeah,
hard.
they tried to get the red wolf back into the UK. The red wolf never existed in the UK. There you go.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't even know what a red wolf is. I know about red deer.
Right.
we have red fox. Red
Red
fox.
fox. Yeah.
Oh, you've got plenty of
And
foxes.
Pampered son, red fox.
Especially in Birmingham these days, where the bin men didn't come round. They've been on strike for about 6 months.
Wow.
They've got about rats that size in there.
Oh my, that's crazy. Yeah.
I love going to
Yes.
when I was one of the times I was over, I guess it was the first time we went. We did like a King Arthur tour. So
Oh,
we
okay.
landed
Nice.
in London and we did like
Yeah.
from London to just a lot of the southern places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Salisbury,
Always have a go up in the southern
Stonehenge, and
place.
Yeah.
Bournemouth and Tintagel, Limes Regis,
Wow.
Gloucester, or
Dundagel. Dundagel. It's called Dundagel.
Winchester, but Bath, I loved the shopping there. And, they had the old Roman baths, of course.
Wait,
too.
why didn't you come here to the northeast?
It looked like it was glowing. Well, I was with a group of students and
I live a
teachers.
spear away. Do you know what? I live a spear away from Hadrian's Wall. And Hadrian's Wall
You're
was
close
built by
to what?
the Romans.
Hadrian's Wall.
Hadrian's Wall.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I live a
I
spear
remember
away
going
from
by
there.
that when we were heading up to Scotland,
Northeast.
to Edinburgh.
Yeah. But there's another one. I can't remember what it's called. It's called something else. There's another one before that. And they built that not to keep the Romans built it to keep the Picts inside there. That's how terrified they were. Because they found out that they were apparently man-eaters. There's a really weird story. Because apparently the Romans they lost the entire 9th
Yes.
Legion
Uh-huh.
behind Hadrian's Wall. The entire 9th Legion gone.
Wow.
And the few that came back, they were so traumatized
Yes.
that they put them into other legions and
Mhm.
then lost the war against Boudica.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
We did a little
I
boat
love
tour
history.
when we went
History
to
is my
Edinburgh.
hobby.
We went to Loch Lomond. I wanted to go on up and see Nessie.
I was gonna
But
say,
we
did you
didn't
see
go that
Nessie?
far
Yeah.
up.
Well, in Loch Ness.
We didn't go to Loch Ness, no. But we went to
True.
Loch Lomond
Loch Lomond.
and did a little boat
Loch
ride
Ness
out
is
there.
such a weird lake. It's the weirdest lake. They say if they were ever to somebody worked this out. Do you know?
Are you talking about Ness? Or
Yeah, Loch
yeah.
Ness.
Mhm.
Loch Ness. Somebody worked this out many years ago. Obviously, salt water and sweet water, which Loch Ness is,
Mhm.
sweet water, they've got a different composites differently.
Properties. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But they said that all the water in Loch Ness is more than all the water in the salty oceans.
What? That place
Yeah.
is creepy.
That
Yeah.
could be right. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very weird. Yeah, that's weird if that's true. Wow.
Yeah.
That would be
It's
weird.
so weird.
Mhm.
It's sort of having to wrap your head around chemistry
Mm.
plus what you call it here, physics.
Wow.
Mm.
You know, it's a bit like cooking is chemistry and baking is physics. You know.
Hmm. Interesting. So now, do you guys have any plans for the weekend? I have no plans.
Mm-mm.
No.
I do.
Same old, but I love it. I've turned into a hermit with y'all are my social, and
Okay.
this is my
We'll have to see what the weather
my
is. It's supposed to be
toys and my
cloudy here.
fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've
I
got a
love it.
plan for you.
Hi, Charlotte.
I would like to
Okay.
go
You have
ride
a
my bike
plan?
this weekend. I don't know.
Let's see.
I've got a plan for the weekend.
Hello.
What's your plan?
Yeah. What's your plan? Yeah.
This is going to be absolutely flippin' freaky.
Uh-oh.
My plan on next Sunday is to go to a Roman Catholic church for the church service, and it freaks me out.
Now, is that your first time?
Yeah, because I am a believer anyway, but because I'm a Lutheran.
I'm a
Oh.
Lutheran too.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a Lutheran too. And when we went to the King Arthur thing,
Mhm.
Yeah.
our guide called it an ABC tour too. He said another bloody cathedral.
Oh wow.
But we went to the service at Winchester Cathedral,
Mhm.
I guess, which is Catholic. They had a boys' choir that was amazing.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm.
And it was I just thought of that. Y'all remember that song, Winchester Cathedral? What is that, a
Mhm.
60s song?
It freaks me out because, as I say, I'm a Lutheran.
Yes.
So, as a Lutheran, we
Now,
class
we
ourselves.
broke off from the Catholic Church, so we
class ourselves as the true Catholics.
Okay.
Because
All right.
yeah,
now.
Martin
because
Luther.
we don't do
De
saints
Luna
and pictures and anything like that.
Incense, and do they do the incense? I know Episcopalian.
No, we don't. We don't do.
When
we
my
don't do any
daughter
of it.
got married, it was almost like
It's very bland, very bland.
Roman Catholic, I thought.
Yeah.
They had the priest with the big hats on, and they had the ball with the incense.
Yeah,
that
the
they-
incense.
But I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there this week because there is a Lutheran church not far away from me, which is very rare anyway in the UK. But last time they do the service. You can't go there. every fortnight. It's in Gosforth. It's not far from Newcastle upon Tyne. And you can go there. And the last time but they also do their services on YouTube.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah, so you can watch them.
Nice.
And I looked at it for the last 2 weeks, and I thought, I don't believe my eyes. On the altar is a rainbow candle.
Oh, that's Episcopalians are like that, big time.
Yeah, but but with the sign of inclusivity and blah blah, and all that stuff. And I thought that doesn't belong anywhere into anyone's faith, really. And it kind of hurt me. So, and my father was Catholic originally. But he then switched to Lutheran Church.
Yeah.
Hi, Rosalie.
Hello.
I was baptized a Lutheran
when he married my mother, and I would find it. I'm not sure how tough I would find it to the Catholicism. How tough is it going to be for me? I've got no idea.
My German family was very Catholic.
Is it more pure? I don't know.
It depends on who you talk to. It depends on who you talk to.
Subjective.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I mean, the only thing
where you're from.
Yeah, and it's just that a lot of people did break off, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People left the Catholic Church, so you always wonder. Like, I always think when people leave, maybe there was a reason. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, I'm going to go back to it.
Well, Henry VIII changed England because he wanted to get a divorce, and the Pope wouldn't let him. So
that is absolutely true.
Yeah.
And I have went to the Church of England churches.
Yeah.
And I still have to kneel, and I'm thinking, what am I going to do when? Because in a Roman Catholic, in a Lutheran church, you don't kneel, you stand.
You stand.
It's true.
Right?
We have kneelers. We kneel for part of the.
But they kept in the Church of England, they made sure that they kept an awful amount of Catholicism. So I was thinking, you know what? I might just go the whole thing.
It's interesting to go. I mean, my son went to Catholic church or Catholic school, and he went to Episcopal middle school, and he was a Mormon. So,
wow, there you have it.
And you know what I told him is really good to learn how other people, what their value system is, and you'll learn how to communicate well with other people based on their beliefs.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So he had to take Catholicism in his freshman year, but then they let him switch to philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might turn out to be a Calvinist. I've got no idea.
Yeah, you never know. So it's interesting. Yeah, but like I said, I've lived that life too. I've been all over I've been a lot of different things.
Yeah. Go on then, tell us.
I call myself a religious hobbyist.
Right. I dabble. So I always like to just see.
Have you been in any of the hippie churches?
No, I have not. That's the only thing I've
never
been.
Baptist, but Pentecostal
my mother was a Baptist.
Yeah.
I've been with the Baptists when I was a teenager. I thought baptism, that is brilliant. Baptism.
In the South, they have like snake handlers and everything else.
Oh, the
Baptists. I haven't seen that. That I haven't seen.
You know why I look?
Granny D knows there's like snake handling churches.
Do you know why
I have never been, but I've heard of them. Yeah.
I love the Baptists in Germany. I really did. Yeah. Because they were always smiling. And then I figured out about 2 years later, they don't mean
Now, why were they smiling?
Yeah, because I don't know. Something forced them to.
Seems a little
Oh, okay.
suspect.
But they didn't mean it. Do you know what I
Oh,
mean? And
oh,
I
Oh,
thought that is just so. Oh yeah, I love you being here, and oh, it's so nice to see you again being here. And I thought, oh God, just
a
I'm
little
ugh,
just
too much
ready to
flooding
too
be a
me,
soon.
heathen. I'm just
honey
a
me with
heathen.
all this drool, and I
oh.
was so disillusioned
Yeah.
by it makes you disillusioned by God. And then at some point in my life, I figured out, yeah, there has to be something. There is something much, much bigger than anything,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, well, I'll tell you. So I was very young. I was probably about 5 years old, 6 years old. I'd been to several different churches and everything. And I said, you know,
By the age of 5.
yeah. This organized religion, this is the conclusion I reached. I think organized religion is confusing for a lot of people. And I think God is way, like you said, way above that, all that.
Yeah.
So then I realized that, like, for me, organized religion was not for me, but I was still a believer. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And I remember telling that
Well,
to
there's
my
a whole
mother and
bunch of that.
my
A whole bunch of
grandparents,
people that get more out of just going out in nature and doing their own thing,
and reading the Bible and the Word and
or
things like that.
wherever.
Yeah.
I'm a huge
I'm a
believer in
heathen.
prayer and numbers and
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and
all
so
those
and my family was like, "What the heck?" Yeah, because I was very young, and they were like, "What the heck?" But then years later, they were like, "I think you had something there." And so that was just a conclusion I reached very early. But
Mm.
anyway, so Charlotte wants to know, Renee, what are you stuffing? She wants to see your llama or your
Oh,
pieces.
I was stuffing the legs of the llama.
Let me see.
It
I
looks
love
like
how
his leg.
loopy,
I'm on the
how the
fourth one now,
loopy
and there's his
effect.
head. So he's like,
Oh, look at that.
Is that not going to be so
Bloody
he's
hell.
big. He's the head as big as
darling?
my
Why
head.
don't you get the eyes into the llama?
Yeah, he's like 6'5", this llama.
He's huge.
He's been
And
working
I've
out.
made him tall, so he's going to be a big llama.
Yeah, he's
I can't wait to do
beautiful.
the Highland cow, though. That'll be fun.
That's gonna be
Mhm.
nice. That'll be really, you'll love it. Yeah, the ladies in my little
Yep.
group loved it. They had a ball making that. Yeah. But let's see, Michelle, did you get any further on your squares, or what's your story?
I've got 2 done now.
Yeah, she's
Those are
let me
really
see.
pretty.
Those are really pretty.
Want to show?
Oh no, 3. I got 3 done.
Oh, 3.
All
Oh,
right.
there she goes. She's silent over there. Check her out.
Yeah.
She's working
Very
Squaring
nice.
away.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Very nice.
Squaring away.
Well, LaBelle, this has been most interesting, and I've
Yes.
enjoyed meeting you. And ladies, y'all know I always love to come hang out with
Well,
y'all.
thank
I'm
you
going
for
to
coming
jump
in.
down because my hips going.
She's going to move around.
Yeah, she pops in and says hey and shows us our stuff, and then she leaves us and hangs out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hangs out
Yes.
in the chat. Well, thank you, Granny
Bye,
D.
Granny.
Love
Granny
you.
D,
Oh, we got
love
a
you.
chat.
All right, we'll see you soon.
I can't believe I caught the sun today. Look at me. I'm all red.
Oh, you were out in the garden? Yeah.
Yeah, I just have to go and open the door and I'm cinched.
That's what happens
You're
to me,
cinched.
too.
That's pretty cool. Let's see. So like, we saw Renee. Oh, LaBelle, do you want to show your hat again?
Which one?
Either one or both?
Hang on. I had to secure one. Ah.
If you can. If not.
Sucks.
Well, I'll show my little washcloth
2 and 2.
while you're doing that. There it
Yeah.
is. Been working on this during the
There
show.
you go.
There's my hat.
Doing some cotton. Let me see. Oh, this is gorgeous. Yeah, look at this.
That's the
Yeah.
raffia.
I like that.
Raffia.
That's cute.
I
Very
got
nice.
that's paper raffia. You just
Mhm.
and there's the other one that I've made, and this is from cotton.
Yes. Very nice.
But because this is falling down my eyes, I'm gonna have to put a wire in there somehow
Okay.
so I can see where I'm going.
Yes. The color's nice.
Unless I'm going to do it like this,
She's
Mhm.
very cute.
It's very
Mhm.
cute.
Yeah. That is from Hobby Yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot, which one is it? It's Tutti Frutti or something. Fruta something they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they have
And
the fruits. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
and
nice.
this one,
Yep.
shoot. This one is just raffia.
Mm-hmm.
It's just cheap raffia. I got this. It's
Very cute.
from one from one whatever. I just put some air holes in there,
Yeah.
you know.
I
But
could see.
that is paper. That is
Mhm.
paper
Charlotte made
raffia.
some cute hats. I like her hats.
They're
Yeah.
very
Mhm.
cute. Very cute. Anyway, yeah, thanks, Granny D. Everyone's saying they love it. They love it. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Charlotte's enjoying the llama.
Yeah.
The llama's fun. I'm having a good
Yeah.
time with it. I
Yeah,
don't know if
Tina
I'd be like
Bailey
Liz
loves
to
all
make
that.
3 of them though. I don't think I
Yep.
can.
And at the moment, I'm knitting some summer tops.
Okay.
Something
very
like
nice.
this. Something like this, but
Mm.
with a
Mhm.
bit more substance
Very
over the
nice.
shoulders.
That's great.
And
All right. Well, I think Tina, are you leaving us, Tina? Thanks for coming in, Tina Bailey. She said
Bye,
thank
Tina.
you. She said I love you all, and she said yay. You made 3, Michelle.
now the
And
way
Lisa
to
Granny Square. And see, Charlotte said very nice, and Tina Bailey said lovely. So everybody loves it. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So anyway, Bill, I just want to say to everybody, yeah, thank you so much for to the ladies for coming up and sharing what you're working on,
and
and
to make
the people hanging out in the
and
universe.
to make any of the hats. It's
Mhm.
so easy. You start off with either a magic circle or
Okay.
circle sort of crochet 4 whatever, you know, and then add to that 12 and
Yeah.
then double it, and then after that you do 1 double crochet into one and 1 single crochet into the next, so you end up with 24. And then you do 1 double crochet, 1 single double crochet into the next, so you end up with 36. So it's always about 12 plus 12 plus 12.
Right.
Once it fits around here,
Mhm.
you know, sort of on the crane,
Yep.
that's when you can start just going straight.
Okay.
I don't know how we got to 2 hours. How did that happen?
I know it came so fast, right?
Yeah.
2.5 hours. I'm like, oh my
Fast.
gosh.
Yeah, that's
So
It's
how
so
that
fast
happened.
though. I guess we're having
Yeah.
fun.
no, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good to have the ladies come up.
It's geometry. It's human body is geometric.
Yeah. Okay, geometry.
Yeah, and then you can just after that you just go straight, 1 double crochet into each all the way around, and then you just sort of double it a little bit, you know, just to get it wider
as far as you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 3.
That's nice. Now you should do a tutorial. We should we're putting the pressure on you.
Do you want me to do a tutorial on doing a hat?
Make a video.
I go as far as the hat, but I will not go the brim, because that depends on what you're using. And I had to unravel an awful lot for the brim to just get it.
Oh no, I'm not surprised, because I had to do the same thing when I made one
know?
brim hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to work it. I had to really work that thing.
Yeah,
But
I wanted to do,
nice.
you know, the one that I made from raffia, I wanted to do that look high noon, you know, like the Western hat.
Okay.
And yeah, and I kind of achieved that a little bit. But yeah, but I think in the Wild West they would have shot me for it.
Maybe. It's a cute hat. It's very adorable. I love it.
It's very nice.
No, and I want my next thing is what I really want to, and I'm not going to even make that. I'm just going to buy that. Maybe you can help me. Maybe you can help me over there. I want to get a real Stetson. You know, the ones with with the ditch.
Cha-ching. You got to open that wallet.
What?
Yes. Those
really?
Yeah, they're
like expensive.
$600. Yeah.
What?
They're expensive.
They're very expensive. Yeah, you gotta open your wallet for that one.
Flipping heck.
Yes.
I'm not surprised that in the movies you know,
Yeah.
they all wear really weird hats, don't they?
Yeah. Yep.
And only the really good guys, they've got the Stetson.
Oh, they're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous.
They are. They
Yeah.
just so look. It's one of my favorite movies is or series is Yellowstone.
Oh, Yellowstone. Yeah.
And what is it, 1923 and 18 something? Do you know the predecessors of that? I love that. I love the pioneer sort of
Oh, you like
thing.
all that stuff. Okay.
Oh, I do. I wish I would have been born in that, you know.
I don't know about that. It was kind of rough out there.
I
The
probably
weather,
would have survived it.
Yeah.
But
My father-in-law loves those movies. That's all he watches.
oh,
Yeah, that's all he
it's
watches.
just absolutely brilliant.
24 hours a day.
No, not that long. I would.
Oh, he
I
does
would-
it all day, every day.
Oh no, I would eventually just go and switch back to Star Trek or something.
Okay.
But yeah, I love these kind of these. And I think Yellowstone in that Yellowstone not so much, but the one before that, 1923, which is the pre of Yellowstone, and the one before that was 1883.
You like that, and we like watching Outlander.
Yeah, right.
But they're all interconnected. They're all connected with each other.
Yes.
You know.
Mm.
And I think, wow, you know what the pioneers, what they've gone through,
Oh, yeah.
what they went through just to oh, now we are at the shore of America. Oh, now we've got to have another year and a half to get to where we want to be. What?
Yes,
Amazing. Whereas in Europe it's so easy, you know. If I hop in the car now, you know, I travel about 6 hours.
Yeah, yours is
down the
pretty easy for those
motorway,
Vikings to get around.
Right.
cross over the channel, and somebody speaks a completely different language. I don't even know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
And then to get to where I was born, I have to cross another 2 countries, you know, to get to Germany. And then if I carry on a little bit more, there's actually a part in Germany, it's called Bavaria, where you are faster at the Mediterranean than you are at the North German coast.
That's very interesting. Yeah. Wow.
That's freaking.
It is freaking.
Yeah, it's really freaky. From Bavaria, from Munich, 14 hours to the North German coast, but only about 4 hours to the Mediterranean. And it's still the same.
It doesn't
country.
make sense. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
my
then
husband went to Germany years ago.
Take the wrong turn and you are in Blimmin, Poland or somewhere.
That is like bizarre. Yeah, it's very interesting.
That's weird.
Well, anyway. Yep. Well, thank you so much for coming up, Miss LaBelle. We haven't seen you in like 6 months. We'll see you in 6 more months. Hopefully you'll come back sooner than that.
Haven't seen me in 6 months? Seriously?
It's been about 6 months, maybe. I mean, not that I'm taking attendance. Not that I'm taking attendance, but you know.
Was it that long?
Yeah.
About maybe for 5, 6 months. It was cold, I think, the last time we saw you. Well, cold here.
Cold. Oh, you can't judge by that because I live in the United Kingdom. It's always cold here.
It's always cold there, yeah.
Always cold here. You know, when you think tomorrow we're gonna have all red, it's gonna be heat wave, and you know what they say? They say 22 degrees in the shade.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be 20 degrees. They'll call it a heat wave.
Yeah. Well, you got to come here.
There you go. I'm gonna have to wear a big jacket just to cut my lawn.
I think you will. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty chilly.
Hey, there you go, man. As we say in Geordie land, there we go, man.
All right. Well, listen. Well, I'm going to say thank you to everybody for coming in. I'm going to probably end right here. It's about 2.5 hours. And so, you know, tomorrow. Who's coming on tomorrow?
Don't you love it when I keep her going? Don't you love it when I keep her going?
No, you're good. You're good. So who's tomorrow? I forget. Is it
Is he?
Rose?
I think Rosalie.
I think Rosalie. Rosalie's here, so maybe
Yeah.
Rosalie tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah.
And Becky said she's going to be home with the cat, which I would enjoy. And apparently Michelle's home with the cat too.
Yes, I'm home with the cat. Yes.
we hear
May I
Snooki.
just ask one more question?
Sure.
Ursula.
No
that
idea. I have
doesn't
no
happen
idea.
anymore, does it?
Not sure. Yeah, I have no idea.
Such a
Before
shame.
my time.
Such a shame.
I feel like the youngster. Before my time.
Yes, before before time. Oh, and there's Maritza. Hola, Maritza. You know what, Maritza? I was in your neck of the woods yesterday. I should have looked you up. I will next time. Okay, we'll have to meet at the yarn store.
I was in the neck of the woods. I wish I could say that, you know.
Yes.
I would have to say I was in the neck of your wind farm.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Hopefully you're not in
Because
the
you chop all the woods down in Europistan.
Yes.
Do you make videos? Do you make videos on your channel, Lavelle?
Oh God, no. If I would make videos on my channel, they would block me within a few hours. You know, because I find so many things so annoying in.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, yeah, YouTube's a little tough with opinions. Like,
yeah, once I start really going,
yeah.
you know.
Oh boy, yeah, we're gonna have to put you in.
We don't have
the English way. Everybody like the European way is to complain.
Yeah, but we've got the problem in Europe, you know, with the contradiction of the understanding of politicians and free speech.
Yeah, you guys are in a tough spot right now.
Yeah, that seems to be all over the world, right? It seems like that's the case.
Not so much in America. You are lucky you got Trump. Even though
you don't have it, but 50% of people will say yes, and 50% will say no.
I don't like everything about Trump, but you've got to cut him a slack. Honestly, the way he just went, right, that's what I'm going to do. Right,
what do you say? You don't like Keir Starmer? You don't love Keir Starmer?
What?
You don't love Keir Starmer?
Who?
Okay, I guess. Oops.
I'm very engaged in European politics.
What do you mean, Barney? Have you just said Barney Stormy?
No, yeah, him. Now, I'll tell you a funny story. My grandson, we have a restaurant here called BJ's, and he said, that's obscene. I'm not calling it that. And I said, what would you call it then? He says, I'll call it Boris Johnson's.
That's better?
For him it was. And it's like, what 12-year-old knows who Boris Johnson is? But he did.
Okay. I mean, whatever works.
I have to say that Boris Johnson, at least he had guts. He upsailed down. He used a parachute. All that sort of stuff.
It's crazy.
I don't know what
guy.
for.
I like hearing him talk.
He was hilariously funny. The only thing is, whatever he does, he would never destroy his hairstyle.
I know, right?
He always has a bad hair day.
He always
has a bad hair day.
He had a lot of hair.
Yeah, he always looks like he's been dragged through a hedge backwards.
He really always looks unkempt. That's true. He did.
But wow. But here this Barmy, I mean, come on. He gets this Lord, what's his face? Lord Ali, who buys
SMP is kind of a
glasses, suits, shirts, ties, and the worst thing, he buys the lingerie for his own wife. Well, if anyone,
that's weird.
Would have bought lingerie for me, my husband would have punched his lights out.
Yes,
but it would be scary if my husband did that.
And
I don't think something's wrong with him.
and there is so much.
Thanks, Becky.
Coming out now. There is so much coming out here on this this whole thing. that we are now convinced that they're having a love affair.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
you heard it here first.
yeah. We are absolutely convinced that there is something going on between them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, they're from the same party, so
Oh, okay.
know.
Well, there we go.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
So it wouldn't matter probably, only to his
Yes.
wife, who looks like death warmed up.
Oh my.
She's not been seen with him unless for the Pope's funeral,
Oh wow. Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
where she didn't look too happy, even though she's
Mhm.
not Catholic. But
Yeah.
there you go.
Well, I suppose you
But
shouldn't look
it's-
happy at the Pope's funeral, but
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. Yeah, you can't look too. Yeah.
can't go in there too chipper.
Yeah, you can't be.
Yeah,
too
but
chipper in there.
she didn't look too happy because she was standing next to her husband. She looked
Well-
much happier when she's standing closer to the dead Pope.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, there is something going on. There is something,
Yes.
and then there is with all the royals and
Oh, Becky.
yeah, and
Mhm.
That's right. Prince Andrew's nemesis is no longer with us.
Yeah,
and-
that was interesting.
yeah, and Joffrey just having
The other one, yeah. dipping off.
outlived herself, and it's so tragic. It's so
Yeah.
sad, really.
Bizarre. The
I
news
know.
has been really weird. Like I'm just like
The,
I don't
the
even wanna
news,
read-
you can't even keep up with the news
you can't keep
anymore.
up with it. It's really
can't.
bizarre.
You can't.
You can if you have
It's-
no life. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Wait, ladies, stay right where you are. What I'm gonna do is
But I wake up in the morning.
I'll end the stream.
I
and then we'll
used
keep
to
talking.
in the 80s, 90s. I used to wake up in the mornings. Oh, switch on the TV.
Don't
the
do that.
news, to see what happened in the world.
No, don't
Now,
do it. Yeah.
I do that, and I get absolutely overrun by everything that
And
happens.
you turn it off, right? And then you run.
But I just went to the toilet.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's
shocking.
not good. Yeah. It's
Well,
not
it's very nice to meet you.
Yes.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was very nice to meet you.
Yes.
Really, it was so nice. It was so nice to be here.
Yes.
It was absolutely, and I'm so sorry if I put anybody off in your.
Oh no, you're fine.
No, I think you're awesome. I love it.
It's been interesting. It's been good.
Yeah, I'm always loud and noisy. I
Yeah.
don't know why. I don't
It's
know
good.
why.
I think you like hanging out, so it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
and plus I'm German. I've got to be hurt.
That's right.
I mean, okay. you heard it first.
You're supposed to take the world over.
Okay. So on that note, let's
All
wait
right.
and say thank you to everybody for coming in and hanging
Good
out. This was
night.
so funny.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night. And make
Night.
something
Night,
pretty.
everybody.